as well.
You have a Twitter?
Stay a while and
Oh yes,
listen.
yeah, we've had a Twitter since
Waiting
day
for
one,
the
I think.
no.
What do you post on Twitter?
When we go live, and
Stay
then
a while and listen. Isn't that just a Diablo?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, Brain, come on, you
I
know
heard that in
this.
Hearthstone, so that's your
Warlock's
Blizzard thing.
It's
Warlock's looking good, man. Shout out.
Oh man, nice.
Deckard Cain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old man.
Stay a while and listen.
Tell you about the Herodric Cube for 9 hours straight.
Yep, he is a talker.
Oh my gosh, yes. All right. Well, welcome back, stargazers. We have returned, and it has been about a month since we played, so that's exciting in and of its own right. That we're back here again. Thank you all for being so patient with me. As I slightly recovered from feeling shitty, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're feeling better, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, so to catch us up, I thought it'd be nice to do the session recap, but then since we had that little like kind of movie-esque scenario thing at the end of the last session, I would just go through and do that again. So we'll just pick up exactly from there. But before that part, we found ourselves at, it was 8 a.m. on the 23rd of the Claw of Sunsets, 1495 DR. In the morning, the party decided to go shopping before hitting up the temple. Ixavix turning into a halfling before engaging with shopkeepers, using the Hat of Disguise. Godwald received a message from the Order of Bahamut requesting his presence for an important ceremony, and the Lord's Alliance reached out inquiring if you wanted to be present for the spy Dral Morer's interrogation, which you declined. You met up with Tyre, who has been keeping a watchful eye over the dragon's corpse, to the extent of even sleeping next to it. And you headed off to sell its parts and commission items. You guys first went to the Heavy Metal Works, met Rita Alabaster, the Forge Master and Enchanter, who will be working on creating the Dragon Scale armor set. You paid half up front, 6,250 gold pieces, and half for when it is complete in 10 days on the 3rd of the Claw of Storms. Next month. You then went on to sell some cultist armor, commission 2 dragonbone short bows and 2 dragonbone daggers, buy an arrow of returning, sell some dragon organs, bought an alchemy jug, sold a bunch of gemstones and jewelry, commissioned matching friendship necklaces. You ran into Jerk's old friend Ebeth at the Unicorn's Horn, which was the enchantment shop. And you bought the Eyes of the Eagle there before, and generally just ogled a lot of items in stores as your dragon corpse slowly became meat on a cart, which Tyre carted off with when you headed to the Dragon's Temple. Side note, the non-magic commissions will take 2 days to produce. The magic ones, a 10-day. You guys basically paid to get all that stuff up quicker. And the magic commissions came with contracts. So someone should have at least 2 contracts in their inventory.
I'm claiming it's me.
Awesome. And then yeah, so that was the scene throughout the most of the day. But then, yeah.
I thought, like, with the interrogation thing, I thought that we wanted to attend it after we got some other stuff done. Like, because I from what I remember, they said they can hold off until we're ready.
You declined
we
in
wanna
favor of getting a report. At least
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's
I remember that.
there was a lot of back and forth at all points during the last session, but that is what I just listened to and wrote down.
Okay.
So I just listened through today.
All right.
You can always go to the Lord's the Hall of Justice and check that out too. See if it's happened yet.
Yeah, I've got to go
He
by
did-
the Hall of Justice and get geared up for our next adventure as well. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing
I'd-
that.
I'd swing by there at some point. Ix would do that, but Ix also wants to buy some stuff when, like, he wants to go back and check out some of the other stores that we didn't check out, and maybe put down some money on some of the stuff he saw earlier. I already like marked them down in my notes, so. But that's all I have to say. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. A good time to chat about before I jump into some role play here. As you hear the sounds of the cathedral hall and the Temple of Dragons. I think I'll bring you guys over to your Neverwinter map here.
Lovely music.
Oh, thank you. So, and I'm gonna just add in the parts where you guys did your rolls and some of your little responses. I know we can't relive it exactly. It was great though. I totally recommend going and listen to that last 20 minutes of the session.
It was really good.
The party arrived a little later than hoped, but still the temple seems. I'm gonna do present tense because it's all written in present tense. It seems busier than usual, with the Order of Bahamut dressed in their finest robes, wearing their most ornate jewelry. There seem to be multiple patrons, and you can overhear some discussions of parents visiting their offspring who are excited that they may attain a new rank within the temple. Other discussions around are less heartwarming, talking about the infiltration of false worship in the temple. News of Ninzao Dralmor seems to have spread over the course of the day, and Denzians of the city seem much more concerned than the Alkalites of the temple. There are multiple eyes in the crowds, which are drawn towards the party, as your part has been no secret. Some come up and thank you, Godwald especially, for ridding them of the false worshippers. Others come up and ask how you knew and if you were sure. As you enter the Great Assembly Hall and continue on, after I think Godwald did a quick number and changed into his formal attire, ushers see you and direct you down a long aisle, flanked by a crowd on either side, and eventually bring you to 5 seats in the front row, near several clerics and alkalites. Godwald is familiar with the space and recognizes that seeing all of the remaining scale bearers together on a platform is a rarity, though not unheard of. But the size of the crowd today is different. It's much larger than usual. Sifikar is there on stage, adorned in very ornate robes, as are the other scale bearers. Pomp, ceremony, and the wealth of the Platinum Dragon worshippers is on full display today. Incense burns, creating a warm scent reminiscent of baking or fresh laundry, almost like the smell of home. It's hard to place exactly what it is. Gold and platinum details around the dais, the cloth overlaying it, and the various instruments around and in the hands of the scale bearers, all filled with the ornate details. The room is filled only with interpersonal chatter until a gong rings out. Dong. Scale bearer Chad starts the ceremony. We gather here today for an ascension ceremony unlike many in the past. Many adherents will be partaking today. Recent events may have shaken the faith of some, but these individuals have risen to the challenges before them. May they grow ever stronger, more cunning and wise, like the great King Bahamut. A round of applause ensues, and the ceremony is underway. Participants are invited on stage. Prayers are said by the scale bearers as expensive oils are poured on their heads. A first round of participants. The words Copper Ascension can be heard as general worshippers are given positions as alkalites. Sivikar speaks. Ixivix, Hivni, please join us. And as Ixivix and Hivni head on stage, you see Hivni come out from the crowd on your side of the hall, Ixivix. Vikar continues. Your faith has shone through, and though we have never had your kind with us before, We gladly invite you to join us now. Several low whispers and mumbles can be heard as Vakar pours oil on Hivni, and she's given the position of Alkalite. When the oil is poured over Ixavix, unbidden his wings extend. Glowing gold feathers and several gasps can be heard over the silence and awe of most of the patrons. Certainly, this is a sign from Bahamut, Vakar exclaims. We are so glad to have you both join us, little ones. And after a pause for everyone to gather themselves, you're both given robes to the Temple of Bahamut, and ushered to your seats. As people eye Ixavix and Hivni, a second round ensues, the Bronze Ascension, where Alkalites become clerics, much like Godwald. The room seems to have gotten brighter, warmer, as if someone has lit more candles, or the number of bodies has raised the temperature. A comforting feeling seems to overcome everyone, except for Jerk and Taliesin. Taliesin feels a cold, early spring breeze push through his hair and cut underneath his outfit. And Jerk, you feel a warm embrace. Arms seem to wrap around you and hug you from behind, though when you reach, there's nothing there. You start to rub your own shoulders. As this portion of the ceremony concludes, murmurs that have begun to build, as this feels like it's a bit much for the general populace. Sivakar speaks loudly, hushing them. Godwald, please approach the dais. Godwald, as you approach it and step up, Scalebearer Vakar states, turn towards the crowd and kneel. There, in the audience, on the opposite side of the Alkalites, is Mama Piterbottom. She smiles a gigantic smile and waves excitedly. To her left is Sister Gariel, and to her right, Sildar Hallwinter, both smiling, giving you a slight nods of acknowledgement. Vakar continues, the faith of many has been on display today, but the worth of this man's character has been weighed and proven through brave deeds. His skills in the healing arts have saved many lives, and his actions have cleaned this temple of those who would see Bahamut's will undone. With this action, I anoint him as my right hand, a priest of Bahamut. Vakar places a platinum dragon necklace around Godwald's neck. May this protect you from the evils that you encounter on your journey. Godwald, do you recognize this as a necklace of necrotic resistance that the priests wear? As he raises the lamp of oil to pour it on him, the room becomes brighter still. Yeah, there it is. Everyone in the party, except for Jerk and Taliesin, notice that above, the ceiling seems to begin moving, and quickly, the painted dragons on the mural seem to move. The image of Bahamut crouches over the image of Tiamat, and where she's sticking her heads from the pit she is in, the Platinum King pushes her down, out of sight, down into the pit. The lights grow brighter on stage, and behind Sivakar, the presence of a bright, shimmering humanoid with wings, which reflects all the light in the room, appears with a large vessel in its hands. It towers over Godwald at a 15 feet tall. As the oil pours from Vakar's lamp, so does a silvery liquid from the massive angelic figure's vessel, which envelops Godwald, and a silver flame erupts from his body, sending Vakar stumbling back a few steps from the intense heat. A voice booms. One Godwald has heard in his dreams. You have been tested in the fire, and you shall not burn. In a flash, all the lights dissipate. The candles are snuffed, and for a brief moment it is dark, except for the silver flame around Godwald. And just as suddenly, candles are ignited again. Light returns to the chamber, and the silver flame is gone. Astounded, the room is quiet, nearly silent except for the sound of candle flame. The scale bearers. Oh, no. Dang it. Not as good as last time. The scale bearers eventually gather themselves, hand Godwald his new robes, and thank everyone for joining them for an eventful ascension ceremony. Civicar asks you to join him in his chamber once the hall clears, suggesting that maybe you should remain on stage until the crowd dissipates. You look out, Godwald, and many eyes are fixated on you. I do think maybe he's right. And there we find ourselves at 6 p.m. on the 23rd of the Claw of Sunsets 1495 DR. The room begins to empty. You hear announcements made that there's a feast happening in what is essentially the mess hall. Food to be provided for all, but no cost to anyone. What are you guys doing?
So what just happened there? Why did the lights just randomly go out?
It was God stuff.
God stuff.
Yeah, God stuff. You know.
He
You
just
know
had
the
a
kind.
bunch of oil poured on him, and then the lights just went out. What?
Yeah.
Letus is
Is
gonna.
that normal?
Or not
Normally
Letus.
happen?
Jerk's gonna walk up to Godwald and put his arm around him and be like, "Congratulations, buddy! You got a promotion."
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'll walk over to him. I'm like, yeah, dude. Congratulations. Does that normally happen? The lights go out like that and stuff?
I have been to a few of these, but that has never happened.
Maybe there's just like a.
Congratulations.
I felt a
Yeah.
weird breeze, so maybe there's just like a strong breeze that came through here and blew out the candles. It was weird.
So they said you won't be burned anymore. You want to test that?
No.
Come on. I mean, it'd be cool to know. I'll
Uh,
be gentle.
no.
Okay. But if you ever want to know, I'm up for it. But congratulations. That was pretty crazy.
Mama Piterbottom runs over to you. Godwald! Oh, she gives you a big old hug. Gloves on. I'm so proud of you. And she's just going on about it. Ascension is a big deal, and what happened during this ceremony, that was even crazier. You've clearly been chosen. I'm so proud of my son.
Jerk wants to get a hug too, so he's just gonna look down and say, "Hey, can I have a hug too? I missed your mom."
Oh, Jerk, come here. She opens up her arms. Just waits for you to come into them.
Awesome.
Stands there, she's waiting.
Hug.
Go in for the hug. She gives you
Yeah.
a big old mama hug. Thank you so much for helping protect my boy.
Yes, Miss Piterbottom, I'm glad to see that you're doing well. I'm glad you could make it to this. We didn't know this was going to happen, so.
Sister
Yeah.
Gariel and Sildar are walking up behind them. And, oh, the Order of Bahamut messaged me that the ceremony was going to happen, and I talked to Sister Gariel, and we rushed to Sildar, and he gave us a ride on his griffin. It was chilly,
Got a
and,
griffin.
and my lips are chapped from the wind, but it was totally worth it to see my boy graduate. Was he graduating?
I mean, it seemed something like that.
Anyhow, I'm so proud of you. I would make you dinner right now if there wasn't a feast happening. She just kind of
He's-
latches in on your arm and holds on.
Seems to still be taking it all in.
A couple people are, like kind of like coming by and like nodding as you're up on the stage there, Godwald, and just you can tell they're kind of curious and they want to ask questions, but they don't want to like get up on the stage.
That's good because I don't know that much more than they do about what happened.
Yeah, everybody is pretty shocked into silence as they head out. All that murmuring kind of ended.
I just want to make clear that me and Jerk didn't see anything except the
I-
lights go out, right?
But you probably heard a lot of people gasp at once
Yeah.
when that happened.
Right.
My intent actually was for you to not see what was happening in the ceiling,
Yeah.
with the mural, but to still see the presence of the guy, and then you not.
Oh, to still see like the dragon.
Yeah,
presence
and then you guys didn't get this warm, glowing feeling that everyone else had while they were
Okay.
there. You had said at different experiences.
I guess I
Yeah,
thought that
I
you
heard it. I
didn't
kind of was
resonate with
I was rolling with it. I was like, all right, yeah, I guess that kind of is what I said.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, what the hell? The lights just went out. And
Yeah,
everyone stopped
I just was
talking.
rolling with it. I was just rolling with it. So that's what
Okay.
I'm gonna say happened. You guys just the lights went out. Maybe you saw the silver flame around him when the lights went out,
Yeah.
not the angel or the pouring
go-
out of the vessel.
Did Godwall just achieve Ultra Instinct?
I am
That's a level 20 thing.
well.
Get down.
Probably like level 7 for a fighter for all
Really.
fighters.
There's probably something in the bylaws from centuries ago that if you manage to assemble a team, track down a known chromatic cult, and kill their dragon, you get promoted.
Well, since we're all doing introductions and our greetings and stuff, Jerk's gonna go give Sister Gariel a hug and greet Sildar as well. Just
As you go up to give Sister Garel a hug, she sees you coming, smiles, and you see her reach around and pull out and open up a pouch and hold it towards you. And would you like to donate to Timora this evening?
We are
Jerk?
in the
It's-
temple.
It's been a minute since you've donated to us.
We are in the temple.
She's holding a bag open.
10 gold. It goes in the bag.
10 gold?
Yeah.
10 gold.
Nice.
10 gold one at a
Nice.
time or 1 platinum?
She asks, yeah, 10 gold or 1 platinum.
10 gold looks more impressive.
Okay, he drops 10 gold in. And she asks you, as she closes up the bag, and thank you so much. Did you feel the Divine Mother's presence during the ceremony, Jerk?
I did. Oh, check this out. And I'm gonna hold up the beads of Timora's mercy. I'm gonna kind of hold them up from my chest and show her the
That's fantastic. It seems that her blessing has followed you from Phandalin on and towards your adventures.
certainly has. So
I hope your luck has been strong.
how's Quacky Chan doing?
That's right. Absolutely wonderful. I think he's gonna stay around through the spring, since he's not flying north or south or wherever. He seems to like the weather.
Maybe he wants to be a follower of Timora too.
Be one lucky duck.
I see what you did there.
It's like a small town that gets together for service and trades all news.
Sildar, a pleasure as always. The crossbow you gifted me has served me very well.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it, my boy. I'm proud to see you all. You all seem so strong. We've heard tales of some of your adventures coming through travelers from Tribor who stop in Phandalin. Seems you've had quite a bit of dealings with a variety of things, such as those giants that attacked the town.
Yeah, giants, dragons, just righting wrongs all across the continent.
And dragons too. This is fantastic. You're making quite the name for yourselves. Have you ever given thought to joining the Lord's Alliance?
Funny you should say that. I have to go get my badge, but yes, we are members of the Lord's Alliance
Oh yeah,
now.
we did do
Alright.
that.
Quick roll. Would I keep my badge and my ceremonial clothes?
Go for it. You know, you changed and kept it or not.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Inside pocket.
Yeah. I
Pull
think I
out, show him the
have mine.
badge. You guys have yours too.
You,
He's
li- you live in the city. You
We
keep
all
It
that.
flash
gives
the
you-
badges.
He gives you a bit of a salute. He's like, "I'm so proud of you boys." Gives you a bit of salute and extends his hand for a very firm handshake. That kind that like only comes from old men who have been to war. And just gripping your hand too hard and too long. Just good job, boys. Goes over to Taliesin. Good job, boys. And,
Thank you.
Rick, where's your badge?
I haven't picked mine up yet. I got a little busy.
Well, you can't. You gotta have priorities, young man. Priorities. Pats you on the shoulder. No firm handshake for you.
Aww.
It's a friendly pat. Grips you on the neck. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know that. I know that old man thing.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Sildar's old. Sildar's an old Griffin rider. Well, all right, yeah. It's like, oh, it's great to see you. Are you guys here to grab some food? You know, it looks like everyone's here to eat.
I
Well-
think I will go change first.
Right. Well, I think I'm gonna go get myself fed. Well, here we're going to be heading out in the morning with the caravan of the temple, but got to make sure to eat up and keep your strength up for your journey. Until our gives you another little salute and heads off unless you stop him for any reason. Mama Fighter Bottom's hooked on your arm. Sister Gariel standing next to her. She's like, yeah, she gives you a few words of encouragement too. Godwall's like, yeah, I'm proud to see you up there. But boys, it looks like you have a few new friends. If you'd care to introduce us to, and then I think like Hypni and Ixivix probably standing around. I don't know what happened to
Oh, yeah.
Chance. Chance is doing.
I was gonna say this is my friend Chance.
Yeah, you
Um,
followed him up to Godwall.
Yeah,
And
I've actually known him the longest, which is funny. But he wasn't
Chance
with
gives
us
a
when we
little
met you.
wave.
how should I say? And
Yes, Godwall?
these two new acolytes of ours were affected negatively by the ones in purple robes, and they've been traveling with us since.
Yeah,
Actually-
negatively, they killed most of my tribe.
That's terrible news.
And
you
the
see,
temple,
Sister Garel's a half elf. She's dressed in kind of common clothes, but she does have like one like sort of sash about her that to imply that she's a priestess of Timora. It's terrible. That's terrible news. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yep, now I'm on a quest of vengeance. You know how it goes.
Oh, I wish you luck. I hope you get your vengeance.
I hope so too. I hope I can rescue those who've been kidnapped as well. We got some people on that though. Some top people.
You know, Timora is more likely to bless your efforts if you donate to her. And she pulls her bag out and offers it out.
Godwald's eyes narrow
Um,
at this happening in front of him.
Godwall, is it okay to do? I'm new to this. I just got anointed and everything. Is this? I mean, like, are they buddy gods? Are those gods friends? Are like, if I give to this god, will it like make Bahamut mad? Like,
I don't see a conflict
okay. Okay.
as long as you
Your
hold
generic
one.
knowledge. Your generic knowledge would let you know that, good aligned gods are typically, are on good terms with each other.
Yeah, actually, I'm trained in religion. I should probably know this.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
good.
but you. Which religions?
Yeah. I mean, I'm proficient in it, so
She kind of puts the bag out and looks
I'll-
both towards Chance and Ixavix as
Yeah,
being new people she's meeting.
I'll give 5.
5 gold.
'Cause-
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see what Jerk gave.
Okay.
Chance looks at her in the bag and like, have 2 silver?
Thank you very much. This might help us build a little more back in Phandalin. Appreciate it.
Phandalin, right. Gotta check that out.
How are things in Phandalin? Is everybody well?
Yes, they have been quite well. We've had a few, how should I say, angry visitors from the forest to the north, but Herda has done his duty. Though his home flying above our small town definitely makes it a little more of an interesting a sight to see. A couple people from Triboard on their way to Neverwinter stopped by just to see a ship floating in the air above our town. But he's definitely crushed any of the goblins that have come this direction. The Lord's Alliance has been erecting barriers around the town to fight in case there ever is a larger scale attack, and they've sent more troops, and it's been a little more expensive as far as taxes go, but we all feel safer.
And the boys that wish to be adventurers, have they behaved?
Yes.
You know they haven't. They just wanna go out and be like you guys. They want to be big, strong adventurers of their own, no matter how much their parents tell them someday. So wait, someday they will.
The thing with hair reminds me of a joke. I'll say it in the break.
Well, it's been a few years, right?
No. Not
No, you've
years.
been back to Phandalin since
Yeah,
then.
out of character. You were there like
Multiple
2
times.
weeks ago.
Well, no, I know. I couldn't remember if when we ran into them initially, when we found them on the street.
Skip.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was before or after the time skip.
It was you initially ran into them before the time skip. After the time skip, they were old enough that they were feeling like they should be allowed to go out
That's
on their
what.
own.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
tried to, and
Yeah, they're like young teenagers.
And then
yeah.
you had to go find them and send them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Had to go get on the road, send them back. I think you
They
gave
had
them
the cart and the staff.
They have a cart and the staff of defense.
Yeah.
All right, well, Godwald, Ixie, I guess this is kind of your day. What do you guys want to go do? Do you want to go get changed and feast with family, or are we too busy for that right now?
Oh, I mean, there's a few things, like, there were a couple of stores we didn't get to check out, and there were a couple of things that I saw that looked interesting, so I wanted to check out the last couple of stores, and I got all this gold in my pocket that I want to just use to augment myself or something.
Okay, well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to go to the Hall of Justice since we're so close, too.
Yeah, we could do that too. I'm interested in doing that as well.
Gar did ask to meet him in his chamber.
Didn't I?
With all this attention on me, I should probably stay, see what Excalibur Vicar has to tell me, and see if there's anything I need to do to settle into this role. If I could send a short list with you of a few things I'm interested in the city, I probably would gather a lot of it. I could probably gather a crowd at this point if I went out with you.
Sure.
Do you want the hat of disguise now?
I
You can have back. It was initially yours.
not today. Today I should be seen here celebrating.
Shiny.
But we will keep that idea.
Yeah.
I like this
Oh.
idea more than setting me on fire.
So we.
I just
What?
can't trust your because the god said you can't be engulfed in flame or something like that. You shall not burn.
It might be a metaphor.
Wait, what?
I saw something burning on you that didn't burn you. So,
What's
Then
this
why do you need
about?
to test it?
well, I don't know if that was
Sister
just that one
Gariel,
time.
Sister Gariel chimes in. Then why would you need to test it?
Well, I mean, it might have just been that one time.
Wait, what?
What if it's an ongoing, like, he doesn't take damage from fire anymore? How cool is that? How hot is that?
I mean, you guys got a torch on you? I think I have a torch.
I
Uh,
can set fire at
please.
will.
Please do not do this here. In
Wait,
fact,
are we trying to burn him? What are we doing?
No, I was
Yeah,
seeing
what's-
if he was.
There's candles and
resistant to
torches
fire.
burning all over the place. Really fancy ones.
Just stick your hand in one of those
Yeah,
candle flames.
stick one of your fingers over one.
Wait, did you blow out all the lights? So, like, were you trying to be fancy with it? You don't have to be
Me?
shy. You can tell
No,
us.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, and who was hugging me when the lights were out? That was weird. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying it's kind of weird.
Dragon Jesus.
I attempt to extricate myself from my mother.
It's like, oh, don't
Are we-
leave me. And she kind of, as you like, kind of pull yourself away from her, she just okay, and she latches back over onto Sister Gariel.
Fair.
Are we feasting?
Well, we're going to. Mama Piterbottom says. And Sister Gariel looks at Jerk. And she's like, I thought you said you felt the presence of the Divine Mother.
That's what that was. Okay, perfect. Now it makes sense.
So you did, or you
I-
didn't?
I did. I felt somebody hugging me.
Ew.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, good.
I
that
felt
was-
I felt her during the ceremony as well.
I thought it was one of these guys.
I suppose then what I felt was probably my tree.
The Father Tree.
I wonder how the tree's doing.
Father Tree sent you a breeze.
Excuse me, our tree.
What?
We're-
No.
I mean, technically, it is our tree.
Yeah, we
I
kind of all
I
put a
didn't
hand
feel
on there.
anything. Yeah.
That's a different tree.
As
That was the Thunder Tree.
Oh, the
as they
thunder
take their
tree.
turn to go.
Thunder.
Why don't you explain what's the difference? Sister Carol, I'm so curious. What's the difference between this Thunder Tree and the Father Tree?
As it's like they've turned away from me, I start walking away.
Grandfather
Okay.
tree is.
You know of an area that you could like sneak off out the back of the stage, and kind of like go through some of the other halls.
Exit stage left.
Yeah.
Can Phelan come to the feast?
Uh,
I mean, he's
There's-
big, but he's fine.
I'm not there to object to this.
There's nobody around that can answer that question for you this exact moment. But
There's a big civil
Mama
puppet.
Piterbottom's like, I'm sure they wouldn't mind one more. Who's this Phelan character?
Oh, he's my wolf companion.
Oh! Surprises her. She gives a little yelp. I don't know if the mic
Oh.
picks that up. I'm never sure what
Yeah,
Mike's picking
Yeah,
up.
did.
no, I picked it up.
Actually,
did.
good at
Yep,
that.
okay.
I'm surprised.
All right, yeah.
Don't worry, I can talk to him. And he's fine.
Yeah,
A
he's,
wolf.
Very
he's good,
friendly.
He's a good large pupper. He's been
As-
very helpful and nice and kind to us.
Allison,
Yes,
what
yes.
about Raiden?
I thought has he already left?
Aren't they
Radolf?
both here somewhere? Radolf. Aren't they
I
both
believe-
here somewhere?
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
he
Radolf
was.
left
I thought he was
with,
hanging
on
out.
Camilla.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
time you guys saw him, it was the Hall of Justice.
But did he?
Mm,
While
I
he was
took-
doing
I
his thing,
took
did you
him-
hear about the ceremony.
I took him to go get Camilla Anderson.
He's not here. That's for sure.
Yeah, I took him to go get Camilla Anderson.
And he got her.
Yeah, I thought he left from there.
Oh no, we left him at the Hall of Justice so he can give
Last
his
time you saw him.
testimony. Yeah.
Yeah, last time you saw him, he
Mm.
was at the Hall of Justice giving his.
We should
he's not
totally
here
go
anymore.
over there,
he has-
and send him
He
back.
has been
here.
with you guys since yesterday.
Yeah, probably
Well,
left.
You know what? Since he's been part of the group too, I'll head over to the Hall of Justice and see if he's there. If he is, I'll send him back, and I'll pick up my stuff while I'm there.
I'll
Okay.
go with you.
All right,
I'm gonna
cool.
go get my.
A
I'm gonna
patron,
go get Phelan.
a patron walks by Ixavix and gives him a bow and blessed be.
Be blessed. Let be. Blessed be.
Yeah,
However
on
you say this.
Another walks by. The will of Muhammad be done. That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it was totally Muhammad. It wasn't me.
on our way out, I'm gonna pat Ixie on the back and just say, "Hey, man, this is your time right now. Enjoy it. Meet some people and enjoy
Yeah.
the feast. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll hang out. Hivni, yeah, Hivni.
Yeah?
And me. Yeah, we're gonna have a feast.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, we got
Uh-huh.
like anointed and stuff, and we're like guests of honor, of sorts. How's that?
Here, you tall guys, stand over here. I want to put these robes on right now. She wants to use Jerk and Taliesin as a wall to change real fast into
Oh, okay.
into her robes of Bahamut, which is essentially just
Uh.
kind of like throwing them over her clothes. It's not that scandalous.
Yeah,
Do I have
just threw
anything?
mine over.
Do I have
Yeah,
anything
it's
cool
not
I can do?
I cast minor illusion to make a little changing curtain around her.
Okay.
Nice.
I was like, I could make wall
He's
of
really
fire,
so-
but that's
he's
probably not a
excited
good thing to
about
do
that.
here.
Someone's
when-
gonna think the ceremony's not over. Oh, we
Yeah.
missed the best part. They did an encore.
When your illusions fit in a 5-foot cube, your best target is someone who fits in a 5-foot cube.
Yep.
Actually, pretty
This one
useful,
fits in a 2-foot cube.
yeah. So Hivni throws on her robes and she's like, "I'm totally excited. I am. Like, I really haven't eaten today, and like everyone here has been so nice and like been talking to all the scale bearers and the priests.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Talking about getting them to, the chair. I know they wanted to talk to us. Maybe we should go talk to them, or should we go eat?
Ooh. We can only do one of the two.
Well, we can only do one at a time, right?
I mean, won't the scale bearers be at the feast?
They said at the end they asked Godwald afterwards to meet them in his chambers.
Oh. Oh, Godwell, should we come with you?
He's already gone.
Oh,
Yeah, he.
never mind. I didn't say that.
He's already gone, but I know where he went. I mean, they've been showing me around. There's a place
Yeah.
that you can take
Did
you off
they-
stage around back.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if they specifically want us to go, but we can knock on the door and see if they want us.
That's what I remember.
Sure.
I do the
Okay.
whole changing thing too.
But I'm
until the-
hungry too, so you're telling me, what are we doing?
I guess we can make an
she wants you to
appearance
make a
and see if
decision.
they need us, and if not, then we go and get a feast. I'm sure there'll be plenty of food left for after we say a thing. I feel like I'm gonna be like barging in on something that I shouldn't, but I don't know.
Specifically mentioned it to you guys at the end.
Oh,
to be
okay.
like, why don't you come back to our scale bearer Vicar's chamber?
Okay.
Godwald's already gone. Tiffany just wants to know if you want to eat first and then go there, or what.
No,
and then
let's
what
go
are the
there
re-
first.
Okay, and then what are the rest of you guys doing? Chance,
Ants is going with Jerk to the hall or temple.
Okay.
The hall of justice.
Taliesin?
I'm not doing anything eventful. I'm just running back to the rumored hearth and getting Phelan, and then heading back.
Okay. Mama Piterbottom's like, you have a wolf friend? I'd love to meet him. And Sister Gariel and her want to like follow you and go meet your wolf and then come back and eat.
Okay. I mean, I'm bringing him back here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys
Uh,
want to come with me.
They want to see the city a little bit, so if you don't mind
Follow
taking
me.
them and following them back, yeah, they'll go with you. All right. So I guess we'll split this up. First, we're at the temple, or do we want to do something else first? Party?
I was trying
Me-
to give them their moment.
Yeah, do the
Yeah,
temple
do the
stuff.
So
temple
go
first.
go for it.
We're at the temple. So you guys meeting in Civicar's Hivni takes you back behind the stage and she's like, they showed me a way around here, and she leads you through basically just it's a way around a curtain through a doorway that gets you into another hallway that you can then walk over to their chambers. Once you get to their chambers, Godwald, you arrive first. You find that Civicar is accompanied by several other of the scale bearers and some of the priests who have a mixture of looks on their faces, from elation to confusion to concern. Just a general like, but across the faces of a variety of people. They're kind of you get the with your passive insight being so high, you can read the room pretty well, and there's just like a one expected what happened to happen, and no one expected to see what they saw. And so they're kind of they're a bit curious about it.
A sentiment I share.
Right. He invites you in, and initially they start talking about some of the things like, you're one of the priests now. You've already been through all the training. You know what that entails. You're essentially Civicar's right-hand man. He congratulates you, and then when Ixavix and Hivni get there, oh yeah, it's all right, great. I'm glad to see you. Oh, it's a shame the rest of your group isn't with you, but congratulations, Godwald, on your ascension. Ixavix, Hivni, congratulations as well. This was certainly the most interesting ascension ceremony we've had in the recent memory of anyone here. We Scale Bears haven't had much chance to research what we've witnessed. It's only been a few minutes, but one thing is clear: Godwald and Ixavix, you have Bahamut's blessing. Though I feel everyone felt the protection of the Platinum Dragon on this day. We're starting to wonder if this aligns with a certain prophecy, but further study may be required.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
It was
you're
amazing.
Yeah, some of them start chattering about about that prophecy, and you can overhear a couple of people like reading out verses and what it is, if you're interested.
Sure.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Chosen by Bahamut, I should listen. I should know more about this.
Well, the specific prophecy we refer to is in chapter 24, the visions of the collected writings of Scalebearer Rocklance. Chapter 24, visions of Bahamut. Verse 65. Lo, and I saw a great dragon cast in shadow arise from the city that knows naught of snow. As the sky and stars beat back the frost and storm, humanity gained a great ally. Then more and more, bundling up, gaining strength as the joining of chords resists tension. Verse 66! Behold, great scales lifted up from the mountains. On one side weighed the mixed stone, fire and lightning, statue of a giant. On the other, a black, red, and white statue of a dragon. And look! The great Bahamut stares down on the scale, his mighty clawed hands moving towards each side. Verse 67. Lo, the Platinum King does not place his hands on the scale, but instead gestures towards the dragon, who rose from the city, and now finds its place in the sky. Stones of all kind rain down on the scales, but they do not tip. And verse 68. Listen, he speaks. There shall be a great turmoil. Io has not decided its outcome. The grains of sand shall decide the balance, and the progenitor of fate shall measure with perfection. I was reading from this very, very verse right before your ceremony happened, and I'm going to paste that in your chat so you guys
thank
don't
you.
have to sit and remember and take notes and
Indeed.
all that. Yeah, you're welcome. Paste.
Oh boy.
Upload. Boom. It's in the Dungeons and Dragoons chat.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah. And so they basically talk a little bit about how they feel like they're starting to want. They had some signs of this, and there are verses before this that mention servants of the dragons that we know to be kobolds. So they're starting to wonder if these particular verses known to be prophecy are related or not. This is where the questions start coming in.
Like us kobolds? Like our tribe?
We're not sure, but it would certainly seem to make sense with everything we've been hearing from your tales and what we're doing. These are the very verses we debated with Dralmor when he was getting the ear of the King of Neverwinter. because my mind just completely. Dagalt Neverember, the Lord Protector. He's not a king; he's a Lord Protector. These were the same verses that we had debate about. Who was this dragon? Who rose up? Was it this now known to be Venom Fang? Certainly not. He has perished.
And maybe there's others. I mean,
If the
there might
evidence
be-
we brought back is any indication, there is at least one other dragon involved
Perhaps this does indicate them.
that we have not seen.
I
and
think.
there's a black, red, and white statue of a dragon.
We found black dragon egg.
Yes, the dragon egg. God,
Yes.
it's been a month and more.
It had to
Right.
come
Like,
from
I
somewhere.
want to get rid of this dragon egg. I want to give it a home. It's like,
Mm.
yes, you, I don't know how to address you. Civicar, how do I address you?
Gale Bearer would be my title.
But that
Scale
affect-
bearer.
That's half the room.
Yeah, scale bearer.
Yes.
Um,
Scale Bearer Chad's like, yes, you can call us Scale Bearers. And yes,
Okay.
I literally drew cards for the name Chad on a Scale Bearer.
I
okay.
Yeah, no,
I
it's not from a meme. No, it's.
want to see
it's
the
my
card
card.
that had Chad on it.
Chad card.
I don't doubt you. I just.
I am
What,
not joking.
what is that? Some sort of rat
This is
bandit?
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons card. He looks a bit like he's a 7th level thief. His name is Chad, but now he is Chad, the Scale Bearer.
He's reformed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You got it right here.
Right
So, scale bearer. I have a black dragon egg that is whole, and I need to find it a home, or a place for it to belong. I do not know what to do with it, and I don't know if I can just hold on to it indefinitely.
The like few gasps kind of come up from around the room, and Vicar looks over at you. Saying, I know you told me a bit about this, but hearing that you have it with you here today in our presence seems to maybe, yeah. Well, it's a bit of a surprise. No one quite expected, shall I say? Well, that
It's-
cathedral music was loud. Why didn't anyone stop me?
because it's lovely. It's okay, Civ. We like your music. Yeah, I actually do have it with me in my bag of holding right now. Would you like to see it, or should I keep it in the bag?
Perception checks, because I want to see some dice rolled.
Yeah, this is one of those situations.
This is one of those situations.
Perception.
Yes. Well, you know what? It could be insight too. Oh, did you pick either or? Just see the looks
well,
on their faces or interpret what they mean.
well,
I was gonna
it's
do
all-
one and the
It's
other.
all bad for me. Yeah,
Okay.
8.
Godwald.
21.
You see the mix of. Okay, so Ixavix, you see the mix of looks on their faces, but they're just like the human faces. They're not kobold faces. You're not used to it quite exactly yet. They seem maybe confused, maybe concerned.
He
But
doesn't pick up on
Godwald,
social cues very well.
yeah, maybe not in this situation at the very least, right? But Godwald, you definitely tell that upon the mention that the black dragon's egg is here in this room with them, the scale bear's reactions range from grave caution to kind of like side-eyeing, looking at each other, and like, did you did you just hear that? Like, my God, like, yeah, I did. Holy shit. Like, there's concern in the room. And with the 21, even you hear a whisper from someone in the back. You're not sure who said it, but we should destroy it. We should destroy it immediately. I mean, just even then with your passive insight, the decades of tales about chromatic dragons have them spooked.
Well,
I thought of giving this, like, I didn't notice any of that, of course, so I'm just going on. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, it has nothing to do with what was just said. And I've heard tales of chromatic dragons who were reformed from what they are typically known as by being raised by a good-natured individual or a good-natured group. I've heard tales, and I have it in my notes somewhere because you gave me a story.
It,
It's in my notes somewhere.
it's definitely one that Chance had heard, but Chance isn't here with us. Yeah, kind of you can hear like there's a scale where there's a priest who pops up. Is like one tale of redemption for a dragon versus hundreds of thousands of tales of the destruction they cause, and another who now speaks up more loudly is like, I believe we should play it, and Vicar kind of speaks up and, the egg does not belong to us, like, and of course we have no say, and kind of hushes them a bit as they kind of murmur a little. And he attempts to kind of bring the conversation back around a little bit. And he's like, Godwall, concerning the vision that we were all given today, stories often tell of times when the Platinum Dragon's agents would provide such a display when there was grave danger facing Faerun, the purpose of which was to instill confidence in the populace. I believe that something like that is what we saw today. And to that end, he kind of is looking around, is like, I would like to tell you about our plans to rescue Ixavixes and Hivni, of course, your clans of kobolds. Seeing that the cultists in worship of the false dragon Tiamat have been active on the Sword Coast, the Order of Bahamut, and he kind of gestures to everyone in the room, or the decision-making body, have decided to become active as well. The church has hired knights from the Order of the Gauntlet, along with several guards from the Lord's Alliance, which you know, we were there yesterday, to accompany each of us scale-bearers on our journeys. These journeys will be one of each of the 4 scale-bearers with their accompaniment heading to the locations you've described to us, where these sacrificial locations are for these kobolds, these destinations of these cultists. If these places are where they can gain their power, then it must also be where the Order goes to cut off such power. Godwald, as my new right hand and recently appointed priest of Bahamut, I would like you, along with your friends, to head to one of the 5 locations, and then we, Scalebearers, shall travel to the other 4. We plan to head out as a caravan in the morning en route to Tribor. Hopefully, the Lord's Alliance, as you well know, will be able to capture the kidnappers at Tribor. But if not, we will be in pursuit. Since the party defeated the majority, you and your friends defeated the majority of cultists at the ruins of Old Thundertree, and stopped Dralmor before he could escape, hopefully we will have the advantage of surprise on these cultists. What we would need to know is where you are planning on heading.
Do they have a map?
Yup. Boop. And it looks oddly similar to yours. Here's your maps.
Alright.
For some reason, I can't copy text from OneNote and paste it as text. It only comes in as an image.
Welcome to the free version.
Uh,
It's frustrating. That's
So,
why all my text is images when I post it.
I found my small little, like, 1 or 2 sentence note about the story of the green dragon named Lucra, who was delivered to a bronze dragon as an egg, and there was never any problems with the surrounding forest being corrupted or anything.
Vakar is currently attempted to derail that conversation, seeing the response from the other priests, but having talked to you. So he's interested in where of these you talked about them going to Mirabar, here in Neverwinter, to Everland, to Loudwater, and Waterdeep, and we will wherever you're heading, we'll travel to the other locations.
I think we were going to Loudwater. Yeah.
I believe so.
Where is that on these maps? There are many maps.
The
I'm gonna ping
one
it.
that has the most
Bottom-
marks. Yeah.
Bottom
is
right.
The lower right. Yeah, bottom right. It's the bottom right of the bottom right maps.
You guys,
Uh-huh.
as a party, can talk about this a little bit if you want to, because you have discussed this in the past. So we can say
So-
whatever you're saying is what he can bring forward.
Right. So all the purple circles are the teleportation circles that I have access to, and we know that I believe that the lodge that they were talking about, which was kind of like their headquarters, was in Parnast. So we were going to teleport to Loudwater, and then head towards Parnast from there.
So, the DM's Wizard OC, who is a Harper and teleport us to the purple circles,
Yeah.
would send us from about here to there, which means we don't have to go with the caravan. We could go later in the day on our own time,
Hmm.
and we don't. And I can either tell them that we have our own methods now or later, or try or pretend. And so that
Out of
makes
character, I would say tell him we have our own methods, and we will meet you there.
Well, they're heading from here in Neverwinter,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna travel down this road to Tribor, and then they're gonna split in Tribor. They're gonna split their caravan to head to Mirabar, Waterdeep, Everland, and Loudwater.
Hmm.
You just
Well-
tell him we'll meet them. In
Well,
Loudwater.
they're gonna head to Mirabar, to Iron Slag, way up here,
Yeah.
to Waterdeep, and to Parnast. Sorry.
Right.
So the furthest one for them, it looks like, would be Parnast.
Mhm.
So this is still a good gesture, and I would agree with that plan.
Mhm.
Have any of us as characters been in that area before at all?
No.
I'm from the High Forest, but
Yeah, I have not.
I'm not. I didn't really leave the forest until I left and met you guys.
Jerick has pretty much lived in Neverwinter. So has Godwald. Ixavix is probably a very slim chance about traveling anywhere that far. But I would say for Chance and Taliesin, go ahead and roll me D100s.
Oh shit.
Especially with
I traveled a lot. I got a 7 out of 100.
you haven't been
Out
that
of-
far inland. You mostly travel the coast. You can see a lot more places traveling by boat.
I went at least to like right there because this is where me and Tally
We
split up.
met, yeah, at the edge of the forest.
Taliesin, I would say you've been to several cities outside the High Forest. So Loudwater, you've like traveled past there. You've like checked out. You know, you've seen. I would say more along the lines of you have been to cities that are on the edge of the High Forest.
Yeah,
You're not entirely sure if Loudwater is one of them.
I probably
if it was,
didn't.
If
yeah.
it was Ulven, Zelbros, or Loudwater, those cities in the south, you're like, I was at the south of the forest, like on this side of the river, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say it really like it's right up against the edge of the forest, so I might have checked
Yep.
it out.
Maybe you're not sure of which one was which. You weren't using maps so much at the time. You were rolling
We
based
can-
on knowledge of the land.
We could buy some intel from the Harpers on the way. Fair enough.
There you go.
That's what they do, right?
It is what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're agreed that we'll take the Parnast job, and we will do this like as our next task. Like we were,
Okay.
like this is continuing the cult thing. Everything else is still happening, but this is the next thing we'll be looking into, and maybe there will be giants on the way. We don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And so
Civicar.
I would point like I and those I've been traveling with, I can most likely reach Loudwater before the caravan, and so I would volunteer to investigate Parnest.
Fantastic. Then I'll send you as my right hand. There are only 4 remaining scale bearers, including myself. So if I'll stay here, and the other 3 scale bearers will travel to Mirabar by way of Xantharl's Cape, to Waterdeep by way of Red Larch, and to Iron Slag by way of Citadel Felbar. And we'll hopefully in this instance, yeah, if nothing else, be able to catch up with the kidnappers. And if we do, no matter what, we'll continue on to those areas to try and find these locations and rout these cultists where they camp in these various cities. Or
Scalebearer
or-
Serpicar, thank you so much.
of course, I mean, what you've experienced was on a level that I doubt much of us could understand without having. We can't. What is it? You can't sympathize, but you can empathize. Whereas you can sympathize but not empathize. Quick,
Let's go with
someone-
that
You
last
can
one.
sympathize,
Yes,
someone-
you can't
someone is
empathize,
emotionally
because you
mature.
haven't-
Quick,
that
You
last
haven't
one. Let's go with
experienced
that.
it, so you're not empathy. So it's sympathy. You
Yeah.
still know.
we can sympathize, but unfortunately we cannot empathize with you. We've not experienced such a thing, but we all are here and want to give our efforts to helping rescue your friends and to putting an end to people who would do such terrible violence to innocents.
Yes. Vengeance and
Yes.
justice.
It's justice. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, other than that, they kind of knowing which of the places that you're heading now, they just start discussing things like gathering the caravan together. You know, there's a couple people from there's a knight of the Order of the Gauntlet that's there. I think you between the two of you, you probably have heard of as Order of Paladins who will work to help other other churches and things in places where they don't have warriors. So they're there to escort the scale bearers that are heading out, and to as well as those Lord's Alliance guards that they kind of have picked up on. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, that was their main plan. Then as they kind of discuss, with that matter settled, one of the priests speaks up. I'd like to discuss this black dragon egg.
Uh-huh.
And a couple of them, I was like, you see, there's a couple of them on what essentially seems to be like on a side of a conversation that are agreeing. Would you, our new small friend, would you be opposed to handing this egg over to the Order of Bahamut here at the Dragon's Temple?
I was hoping that you would be able to find it a home. I've heard stories of metallic dragons who have adopted chromatic eggs and been able to raise them into behaviors and standards of other metallic dragons. Would any of the order here know of any metallic dragons who are hoping to adopt?
None of us know of a metallic dragon hoping to adopt. A little like chuckle comes up from some of them as they find your request slightly absurd. But on the other side, if you scale bearer of a car and one of the other scale bearers, now there's 4, so it's kind of a
Faction.
it's kind of a 50-50 thing on the sides of this, where they mention that you know, brothers, whether we may have many stories that have told of the of the evil of the chromatic dragons, certainly none of you can foretell the disposition of a creature before it's even been born. And they kind of start debating back and forth between themselves along these same lines. They're like, well, you can't tell it, but we know that they're going to. Well,
Right.
you don't know that it's
This-
going to because it hasn't happened.
I
Well,
would
we
like
have
to.
thousands of stories, and they're just
Yeah.
debating.
I would like to raise my voice over them.
Religious debate ensues.
And I'd like to help with that as well.
Please don't.
Okay.
Or no, he's
This-
very persuasive. He might be helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean?
yeah.
Oh,
that's
oh,
what
you
I
mean
mean.
mechanically.
Yeah. Mechanically, with my 20 charisma and my
Okay.
proficiency with persuasion,
Sure.
I want to help with
This-
that.
We are all setting out to investigate further installations of these keepers of the horde. We each may find more evidence of other chromatic involvement. Once we know the extent, a decision can be rendered with more level heads.
Okay. And Ixavix, you were gonna say something too.
I can speak to our tribe. We took in not just metallic kobolds, but chromatic kobolds too. And ones who wanted to break away from the habits and the cycles of abuse and violence from, those who would oversee them. And they ultimately who they are isn't tied to what they look like. And I feel that the same could be said of any creature. If brought up in a good environment with a good
Huh?
parent, I think any individual can grow to be good. That's what I hope for this unborn dragon. I feel like destroying it could waste the potential to bring another good person into this world that can help serve the movement of goodness and the righteousness of Bahamut.
Nice. Roll me persuasion with advantage. And I'm going to give that to both of you because that was very moving. That was good roleplay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so both of you roll with advantage, and Hivni chimes in. You can't judge a child before it's born. You're insane, people. It would be insane to
Okay.
do such a thing.
Okay, I have 21. X has 25.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You kind of your voices are added into what ends up being a bit of a cacophony of argument on sides of are magical creatures destined to be things. Well, we know destiny exists, and et cetera, down the line. They come down to a point, and Sivikar simply says, it kind of boils down. The scale bearers say, if you found us fit to hand this dragon's egg over to us, I believe that there would be much debate that would have to happen between the scale bearers before any decision could be made. But Ixavix, Godwald, you've certainly moved my heart, and your words will not go unheard in that debate itself. But at the same time, I'd also like you to know you do not have to give this egg over to us. It is not ours. It is yours. So know that it's fate, whatever that may be. It's still in your hands.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping for a definite home, one that was welcoming, and it seems like it isn't sure. It isn't for sure here.
Yeah,
Um,
you can tell definitely from the conversation that there are scale bears and priests on one side of it's a black dragon. We should destroy it now before it has the chance to grow, become powerful, and kill people.
I
And there are other people on the other side, like basically that were making like weaker arguments, and then kind of now definitely influencing or kind of repeating the same things that you said. And it does
If-
seem a bit split.
like
And they
I
don't have a fifth member to really do it.
hmm.
You know, what?
Godwall?
I have my thoughts. I can't say it out loud right now, but if you message me,
I cast message to ask what's on your mind.
I if
All
we
right.
leave it here, it'll be pulled into a debate that I see going nowhere.
If you'd like us to do this debate, I believe we can settle this evening, and they are willing to sit and debate this out all between each other. They're like the four scale bearers until they're not split on the issue. Before
Yeah.
they leave in the morning, in between planning and prepping their caravan and their righteous quest.
Got,
Alternatively,
got a 12 angry men situation here.
A little bit.
I propose that we deal with what we know to be occurring. We ponder these verses, and we meet together after this immediate threat has been dealt with.
Are you proposing this to
Yes, I
spell
say this
bearers?
out loud to the party. After what they were able to do at the steps of the temple,
Certainly. Vakar chimes in. Civ says, Godwald, I can see, and I would concede and agree with you that if only I am here in the temple, protecting this egg before that decision was made, then it's possible that others might come along and overpower me, especially as we're sending forces out amongst into the world. Perhaps it would be safest if it traveled with you.
Perhaps, yes. And perhaps along the way, I might be able to find a metallic dragon that is looking to adopt. Who knows?
Couple chuckles from people in the back, scoffing. Ha! Never. And others like, Scalar Chad comes over and I believe your notion is the correct one. Your feelings ring true to me, and I can agree with you.
Thank you.
Although I've never met before today. Never really met one of your kind before, but you seem
amicable.
Yeah, no, I want to be like
Amiable.
not brave, but like you have a just heart. You seem to have a just heart.
Thank
And
you.
that justice is something that we as worshippers of Bahamut should seek to embody.
I merely follow the ways of my tribe, and we follow the ways of Bahamut.
He just kind of turns. We can learn something from this one, and learn something from a well, where the debates kind of rage on and continue where they are.
Aye.
Dragonheart.
Yep.
That is the nicest Chad ever.
Thanks, Chad.
You can call me Scale Bearer. It's my
Yeah,
title.
okay,
I've
Scaleberry. I
spent my entire
apologize.
life around here.
It's like at the word
Yeah.
scale bearer, half the debate looks over and then looks back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I'll hold on to this for now, and I'm going to research stories and lore of any metallic dragons that might be in the area or
I,
along the way. Who knows?
Yep.
I mean, metallic dragons exist. They gotta be
Certainly.
somewhere.
I'm not reacting to this the way they are because I critted on a Christmas save earlier.
Well, yeah, but no, yeah. So, in general, you guys could tell that there's definitely a split amongst them, and it kind of seems to mimic a bit of the split that was amongst them before when they had the 5 members about what to do about this, young green dragon that had been spotted outside the, nearish the city. So they're kind of a little bit of two minds. So they're all generally just there to. The arguments about destroying it are arguments about protecting people, as black dragons have been known
It's understandable.
to be vicious and murderous and kill, and they live
these
in their
viewpoints-
swamps and these things. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
You guys have destroyed black dragon eggs yourselves, so.
These
In the
viewpoints look here.
in the cave, you were like, let's crush some of these and take some of them. So
Yeah. That wasn't my call, but yeah.
yeah, well, you were there.
Was I
Like,
mean-
you were there. There is an inherent danger potentially. So
There is.
yeah, so it's a bit of a debate.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's pretty much all that's happening there at the temple outside of a feast. I don't know if Taliesin, you show Mama Piterbottom and Sister Gariel around town a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of take like, we walk back to the Rumored Hearth Inn, and I'm just kind of like pointing out, like, I mean, I don't really know a ton about the. I guess I know a little bit about the city. Jerks told me a bit about it, but just like kind of pointing out different things, take them across the like big bridge. Let them like, we kind of like look over and do some stuff, but eventually get back to the Rumored Hearth Inn, where I had Phelan stabled, and
Yep.
and
Good
I don't know how they would react to it, but I asked them if they'd like to ride him back. I asked Phelan if that's okay. Rolled 2 7s.
Wait, one was 776.
Could have been a 777.
I know, it's so close too.
Yeah.
So like they're like, oh no, I couldn't at all, and you can see Sister Gariel's a little bit like, well, that sounds interesting. Maybe in the future, maybe at another time. And Phelan, sensing that their nervousness is like,
All right.
gives you a little no, but he runs up under you, like puts his giant head underneath your arm to like walk next to you.
Yes. So I like
You guys head back.
pet him down. I'm like, he's friendly. He's fine. Come on,
Like, pet
Phelan.
him.
We're having a feast.
They pet him. They're like, oh, he's a good boy, and kind of like, like Mom bite him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. He's so big. I've seen wolves before. He's bigger than any wolf I've ever seen.
He's a very special wolf to me.
You showing
And-
them the city is a bit like the blind leading the blind, as you're not much of a city goer, and
super, yeah.
neither are they super much. So it's kind of
I've
you're like,
walked
look at
around
this
it a little
bridge,
bit,
and they're like,
though.
look at this bridge. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Which they are actually pretty impressive bridges. Each has a name. There's the Dragon Bridge, the Dolphin Bridge. Anyways,
Impressive and precious.
Yeah, it reminds
are.
me of the
Right.
first.
they span this very large river that splits the city in half. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Just want to give you some of them, but
I was just looking up how. Oh yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, the direwolf is the size of a horse. So
yeah, he's big. He's real big.
yeah. So I'll just kind of like let him walk beside us as we're headed back.
Yeah.
And-
You guys Oh, sorry.
Oh, and just continue talking and
Yeah.
patting him and stuff, but just head back to the feast.
Yeah. They make small talk with you, and you guys head back and catch this. I mean, this feast is massive. There's tons of people and lots and lots and lots of food. But they'll catch up with Jerk and Chance as they head to the Hall of Justice. You guys make your way across the little bridge onto that tiny island. Get into the hall. You find, there's your dude at the gate. Let's see. Is he working? It's not Chance, your friend who's been working the desk before is not there.
Ms. Hans? No
Yeah,
Hans?
Hans is not there at the desk. He might be off already.
Probably a good thing.
It's just a little bit after sunset, so he's gone, but things are still going on. Jerk, Chance, what are you guys doing at the Lord's Alliance or the Hall of Justice?
So I'm gonna look at Chance and be like, you know what? I'm not used to coming through the front. Usually they drag me in the back.
Don't tell them that.
Well, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm telling you. All right.
Okay.
Is there a reception desk? I've never seen this area before.
Yeah, there is.
There is a reception desk, and we're gonna go ask her to go get your badge. They should know who we are. I mean, I got my badge, and Chance points at his badge on his waist. It's on his belt.
Well, I
And then-
need some supplies too. So.
Dude, they have a whole room of supplies that we could just have.
Ooh, that's great.
Yep.
They have everything. It's you don't have to loot it.
Can I help you?
Yes. I'll let you talk, Chance. You have your badge.
I raise up my badge hi. I am a recent member of the Lord's Alliance, and my good friend Jerk here is also a new member, and he would like to receive his badge.
All right, let me.
And he gives a big smile.
That's great. Let me get your full names, and I'll just look up from some of the paperwork that I need to find.
All right, yeah, cool. I am Chance of the Twisted Forest, part of the Stargazers. Finger guns.
And I am registered here as Jerk. J''RK.
And Chance, a new member looking for a badge. Let me go ahead and file it. He goes through, a bit. He, kind of leaves the desk. There's another person that's at it, and he goes off behind a door, closes out, comes back a bit later, and he's like, "Oh yeah, your names are." Oh wow, I don't even need to hold my nose. Yeah, your names are. You're on a list. Let me go ahead and take you over to the right person you need to see. It seems that Sabine wanted to see you personally, and I believe she's still here. And he leads you off to somebody else as he's asking, has anyone seen General Sabine? They're kind of one of the second rank picks up from him and is like, "Oh yeah, I'll take them over." And then he walks you over, asking around the same thing. Is General Sabine in her office? And someone's like, "No, she's down in the war room." Okay, let me passes off some paperwork to the guy. There's this whole bureaucratic nonsense that's going on as you guys are eventually led past from person to person to the war room. And he presents you up and asks for General Sabine. Saying, "General Sabine, I have a Jerk of Neverwinter of the Stargazers and a Chance of the... What was it? Enchanted Forest?
Twisted.
The Chance of the Twisted Forest of the Stargazers, here to see you, and a man to collect his badge. You, Jerk, this will be your first time seeing Sabine. So let me have a quick picture. Neverwinter. Sabine. This is Sabine. You see her standing over a table, large map drawn out across it. different markers that are marking cities. You've seen your map. This one's incredibly more detailed with topography, and there's different pieces that are elaborating different kinds of, maybe they're troops, maybe they're castles. It's kind of hard to tell unless somebody tells you what's going on. And so she turns towards you and give me a real quick second to read through this, because since you're coming back to it.
Would she know me?
This is the War Duke.
Okay, so
the
she
War
would
Duke
not.
she's pretty high up. She's basically she's in command of the army in Neverwinter. But you guys have dealt with some recently interesting things that she wanted to see them before it was marked in the paperwork, and she kind of comes along and is like, "Oh yeah," she reads over the paperwork. She's like, "Jerk, yes, had your name come through in regards to that incident in front of the Temple of Bahamut, the Dragon's Temple.
Ooh.
And it turns out you guys mentioned a group of cultists." And she's just kind of like reading the paperwork, flips a page, and like, "You went off to the ruins of old Thunder Tree." "Oh, okay, no, I remember this now." And she sets it down. She goes, "All right, great." She's like, "I'm here to, I'm here to give you this, give you a new assignment as a member of the Lord's Alliance. I said it doesn't seem that you weren't just trying to get out of that punishment after all. Your party has shown me evidence of these keepers of the horde, and we've already discussed with them about moving out troops, but I personally would like to hear from you the stories that you've of your adventures and what you've done to defend the land and its peoples from the various threats that encounter it. So, if you would please."
Oh boy. So this was before we met our good friend Chance here, but
Hi.
we started off in Phandalin, and we routed some goblins there. We saved the town from a evil sorcerer. We saw him when we were in jail. Glassstaff, I believe his name was. I personally killed him 3 times.
Flips up through a paperwork. Yep, seems there was an incident with you all in the Wave Echo Cave.
Yep, Wave Echo Cave. We drove out the evil forces that were there. There was a lot of they were led by a drow. So we freed up the cave. As soon as we haven't been back to Phandalin lately, but I think after there's the necrotic aura is gone, we may be able to use it to forge magical weapons. I'm not sure. I'm a little foggy on the details. But so we did that, and then we...
Yes, the Rockseeker brothers have been in discussions with us here at the Lord's Alliance about this mine. It seems like it might be a very valuable military asset.
Yes, we freed up that. We found... what did we do next? Oh, we stopped...
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
We stopped a necromancer who was just letting his zombies eat people on the trail. I don't remember which trail, but we stopped him from doing that. And then there was a thing with giants in Tribor. We killed a bunch of fire giants. They had little...
Oh,
tiny...
you were... I actually don't have any paperwork on you being involved in that incident, but definitely word from Tribor has been beneficial for us.
Yeah, that
What-
was... That
could
one was
you
kind
could
of
you tell
rough.
me could you tell me a little bit more about your involvement there?
It was all a bit of a blur. We worked with the local townspeople to kind of take out the giants and all their little critters, and then we found a big collarbone. I think we gave that to one of the local factions to keep hold of and make sure that it was safe. Um, then some of our more recent adventures involved the dragon cultists at the temple, which we did get in trouble for. It was regrettable, but we were
Yes,
acting
the
to
law. The
we
law is the law.
we were acting to defend the townsfolk. So we were
Which you've proven, and I
mhm.
appreciate that.
Yeah, and then the whole deal with
I
the
mean,
dragons.
which you've proven, and I appreciate that.
So I
Female
mean,
voice.
I've done it's not a lot, but I've done what I can to support and to protect the locals of Neverwinter and the land in general.
All right. Uh, go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Eric.
Persuasion.
Should I be able to help him with this, or
Hmm.
Do you want to?
yes?
Can you add anything to his story about defending the innocents or anything else that might help persuade her here?
Fuck. He totally saved my life like times, and there's like all these like evil people from this cult that were like trying to destroy the land with this like dragon, and he was just like, no, you can't destroy Neverwinter. You can't. You have to stop. He totally wrecked that dragon.
Okay.
Oh, I did forget one thing too. We
Yeah?
some little kids from Fanlin. They decided they wanted to go be adventurers, so we went and we found them, and we had to defend them from some goblins that showed up. So we took out the goblins and we sent them home with our cart. But
All
then,
right. Give me.
then we did um, a giant cloud castle showed up and we got distracted. But they did get home safely.
Rescuing children. That's admirable. Go ahead and do it with advantage, Chris.
Okay, so
So-
one more.
You can roll a second time, yeah. Nice.
We'll go with the 12.
All right. Well, so she takes into consideration things you said, and guys, let me double check my own things.
Oh wait, and I also know Sildar. He can vouch for me. You know, the legendary Griffin rider? We fought together before.
You know Sildar Hallwinter.
Oh yeah, look, I have this crossbow. He gave this to me as a gift.
Do
Alright.
you get it out?
Roll me one more persuasion check on top of those other ones.
He's actually at the Temple of Bahamut, so we can go talk to him if you've got time. They're having a feast. Would you like to come?
Would you like to go meet the
Oh,
legendary Griffin?
I'm sorry,
Rider?
I accidentally rolled perception.
Sorry, we'll take. Well, okay, so let's see. So it would have been.
Would have been.
I'll take your persuasion roll though, because it's digital dice. So, yeah. So, upon hearing that you know Sildar Hallwinter and that you have his crossbow, which you can pull out, and it not only has an insignia but his name's on it. She's like thoroughly impressed that you've done, especially the bit about saving children. We were trying to go out and be adventurers, and you stopped a hill giant and all that would have been attached to that story. You guys were going to. She looks over paperwork. You would have received the rank of cloak by confirming your story about the dragon cultist, but with the rest of these deeds and what you say, I believe it seems that you might get the rank of a red knife. So this is actually the third rank in the Lord's Alliance, and your connection to Sildar has basically buffed her opinion of you. So she gets out, she looks to another person, and I need a red knife's badge. Like, go fetch it for me. As she goes about her things, excuse me for a moment while he's gone, and while he's off getting that for you, she's discussing things around this war table. And people are getting a war duke this and that.
Chance elbows
kind of-
jerk and mumbles. Like, dude, that's higher than us.
That's awesome. Thank you for the help. Sildar's gonna be impressed. Hey,
Yeah.
we, s-
So
we still have to
with the
find
first,
Radoff.
Oh yeah, frog dude. We could ask after.
All right.
so with the first rank of cloak, you would have gained the use of a 2-horse cart to take wherever you go next, and also your badge. With the second rank, still cloak, but it's basically got a second star on it. You would have had access to the armory, which you now also have. You have access to the armory. Contains well-crafted weapons varieties, some healing potions. The party already has their sending stone, to communicate back with basically HQ, and you can you're going to be contacting a captain or a in the Lord's Alliance with that sending stone that you can basically use to call for backup or to access notes or send information. With this third rank of Red Knife, understanding the dangers that you faced up to this point, the fact that you've rescued children, that there are others in the party that she knows she can verify, especially with Sildar. I mean, she knows where Sildar is and how she is. She offers you. She recognizes that you may have the necessity to move quickly to your next destination, and knowing Sildar, she offers you a ride with the Griffin Riders, Neverwinter's mounted flying brigade, which you might remember Sildar is a member of. If you're interested, you can spend 3 days learning how to ride a griffin. And that is, you can basically gain access to the pens. You can rent, if you've learned how to ride a griffin, you can rent a griffin for 150 gold a day, or purchase one for 10,000 gold. These are discounted prices for the achievement of your rank.
Chocobo quest.
Yes. Yes, please. We'll have to do this when we get back, because we have to go continue our fight with the evil dragon people. But yes, 1,000 times
Yeah.
yes.
She suggests basically if you she's like, if you are in a hurry, like griffins might be your fastest way to get there. Even taking the time to learn how to ride them might be valuable to you. But I understand if you already have your plans. It's the sign of a strong sign of a good warrior who knows what they're doing and where they're going. So
Yes, we have.
know that this will be waiting for you here in Neverwinter. And somebody comes back with finally the guy arrives back with a badge, which is of a red knife. That would be your rank in the Lord's Alliance. She looks at you with seriousness. She hands this to you. She goes, normally we want to do this in a ceremony. I would prefer to have done this at sunset earlier today. Unfortunately, the time has passed, and it seems that you have much to get to tomorrow, so we won't have the opportunity. Know that I will be talking to Sildar, and that if something were to go wrong, that we will certainly be able to find you.
No, absolutely. And if you do have a break in your planning here, feel free to come over to the Dragon's Temple and join the festivities. I do have one question.
Certainly, I'm a bit busy, but she hands you the badge.
Okay, thank you so much.
Roll me. Oh God, you're so good at this. But roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I hate that you're so good at this.
A 10.
10?
Yeah.
The badge needle pricks your finger. She's doing it in a specific way to attempt to get you to do it, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and wipes the blood from your hand off into a handkerchief.
And now they have our blood.
Now they have Jerk's blood.
Are you
have
going
Jerk's
to
blood.
you going to use that to track me, or to verify my identity?
You're an extremely clever person, and that is exactly it. She hands it off with the clipboard full of paperwork to someone else. You're very perceptive.
Hey, at least
she's
honest,
given you a
Jerk.
lot of trust. This is her this is her hearing your
Insurance.
stories and giving herself insurance about somebody who's, you guys have proven yourself to a certain degree, but she's giving you trust of a higher degree than just what you did. So this is her extra little bit. And then I'm stunned that you didn't make a dex save,
Yeah, right.
but but sometimes it works out for the DM. But yeah, she's like, no, yeah, you're exactly right. Like it's a little bit of ways to keep tabs on you, but
That's completely understandable.
know
and
that if I can trust you, you can trust me.
I'm counting on it. Thank you.
And this is just like, this is a tough woman. I don't even know if I read her description lying to you. Oh man, she's just straight up badass. Sabine is a pragmatic war duke.
Okay, so well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to the registration desk because we're also here looking for our friend Radolf to bring to the Dragon Temple. You haven't happened to seen the little frog man around, have you?
Little
Oh yeah, the Frogkin. Yeah, I think he was here yesterday and gave his gave testimony a bit to what you're saying. I saw it in the paperwork I just had.
Okay, well, we're gonna head
I
over to the.
haven't seen him since.
Okay, we'll see if we can find him.
Would the receptionist know? I know we had to talk to a lot of people before we got here, but you know, or if anybody knows how to like track people in here.
Ooh, yeah.
Track somebody like Radoff.
Yeah. I mean, how many frog people you got in here? Like,
Everybody had to sign their names in the book as they entered through the city gates as you come into Neverwinter. So you would know that there's some degree of tracking. They could tell you whether or not Radoff is still within the city. Normally they wouldn't, but for a red knife, you didn't have to access that information.
awesome. Where would we go for him to find out about this information?
They direct you over to basically another room, bunch of pencil pushing cop types that are in there. You get along around. Somebody basically eventually lets you know that Radoff is still inside the city, hasn't left the city, at least not past any walls.
Cool, cool. So, no, like, for sure sort of thing?
He's in the city somewhere, but
I can
this is
prep
a
locate creature
big city.
tomorrow.
I mean, I got locate object. Can we call him an object?
No, you
Probably
cannot
at
call
one
our
of
frog
locations
friend
we
an
can.
object.
He's not dead. His body is not a corpse. You cannot call
Can
him an
I
object.
locate Radoff's hat?
No, that you could possibly do, but
That's a good.
that's a better. But it is 9:30. I think it's our break time.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little past actually, but what we could say is after this, unless you guys have more you want to do outside of here, we meet back up at the Dragon's Temple, or we'll talk about it when we come back.
Yeah, there's
Derek
a couple
wants to
more
go to the
things.
Harmony,
Yeah,
so
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it when we come back. Sounds good.
I'll put up the away screen and we'll be back in 5.
All right,
cool.
talk to you guys soon.
Technically, I could find his hat. I know what his hat looks like.
What's the range in locate object? It should say something like 1,000 feet of you.
There was
Alright.
like the spell
Yeah, I
can't
think
locate
it's
an object
1,000.
if it's this of lead. Ba-ba-ba.
What's well, we're on a break right now. Okay.
Yeah. we're
Sorry,
on break.
it started raining and Tom was outside, so I had to
We
run,
don't.
run down
I,
again.
I just have duration of 10 minutes on here.
okay, please read to me paragraph 1.
I will copy paste it because I am a bad narrator.
Sure. Let's see. What happened was Chris is like, do you know where the frog person is? And like, all we know is he hasn't passed through customs to leave the city.
Okay. I remember them asking
That
where he
one?
was, so
Yeah, there it is.
I didn't really
So
miss
all we
anything.
know is he's still on the rolls. As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you, or 0.2 miles.
I think we're fair in most of the city.
This city is several miles.
Yeah, so I got 6 spell slots.
I mean, if you were on a griffin and you could just fly around the entire city.
Okay, so are
During the
griffins
10
one
minutes.
rider or two riders?
Do you count the griffin itself?
No, I mean like if Jerk rides the griffin as a mount, can he have somebody ride on the behind him?
That depends. Are you big cat boy?
If I turn
am
into a giant eagle, you can just ride on my back.
Market
the
district?
tallest. Okay, so if I
Yeah.
ride on Taliesin, then somebody else can ride with Jerk if they're tiny.
I can prepare locate creature, which will have the same effect.
But you're not involved in any of this yet, so
I also worry about the frog that I brought into the city. When the government has a known bias against non-humans.
I mean, he's pretty fucking strong though.
I
Yeah,
also
that's-
have message now, so I can
He's
send.
like level
Message.
9.
Well, I can't see you guys, so you're not within range, so I can't use message, I guess.
Message is pretty limited.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I can hear you guys.
It's like, oh, there's how much wood between you and me? I can't even message you.
There was that one comic I read with a halfling rogue the halfling ranger rogue. It's hard to say. He's chaotic. Carries around a thin sheet of lead
Oh,
for religious reasons.
I like that.
So that when they go to the city of paladins and the paladins try to detect evil, they get no reading.
nice.
It's like I
Nice.
carry this for religious reasons.
That's amazing.
Stop oppressing my culture. But it's a
very
multi-purpose
good.
lead sheet. It's also a multi-purpose lead sheet. Hits paladin with it. This is after they were betrayed, so it's fine. But yeah, like the halfling carries around a thin sheet of lead.
I just like the idea of a thin, like a tinfoil hat almost. I mean, like,
No,
yeah,
he just
like, you
carries
can't
like
see
this
me.
big of lead and just holds it between
No,
him
yeah, I
and the
get it.
paladin. It's like not evil, not evil, not evil. No reading.
You
Wait,
could
what? No
have
reading.
lead foil made.
No
Right.
reading. I
That
carry
lead
that lead
worked into
sheet.
your helmet.
It was from the Mythbusters episode about the Led Zeppelin. They made a Zeppelin, like a small balloon, out of lead foil.
Of course they did.
Ooh.
What haven't they done?
I wonder. Well, I
Okay.
wonder if Radoth or Phalon, knowing Radoth's scent, might be able to smell him. That could help with tracking.
Found it.
Possibly. What are you guys looking to talk to Radoth about, anyways?
I think
I'm
they just
sure-
wanted to invite him back to the feast.
Aw, you guys.
I'm sure Radoth is hanging around one of the places that we were, like an inn or something.
Is it possible that we can find the other sending stone teleprompter at the Lord's Alliance to ask them to send a message to the other side of our sending stone?
I don't
Yes.
think playing telephone is the right method here.
But I could
I mean,
tell you that we're trying to find them, and then you can.
Let's just check the inn that we were at.
We are not putting out an APB on our frog friends.
Oh,
He never went to the
Yeah.
Ring of Hearth with you.
the
Oh,
last
yeah.
thing that I remembered was that he stayed here because he wanted to be here when they, I think, were interrogating the people.
He gave his
Something
like
testimony. He gave his
Yeah.
testimony about all the things he had experienced in
Yeah.
at the ruins of Old Thunder Tree and generally in the Neverwinter Woods.
Hmm.
And he's still inside the city.
Seems that he has
Not
not
checked
left he has not left the city through any means that they use to track people here. There are other magical means that you can use to track a person, but the one that they use at the city gates, which is essentially having you sign your name, essentially kind of keeps track of whether or not you're inside the city walls or not. And then if you leave without signing it, they know that you've left.
Can you
And vice versa
technically
if you
then,
return.
still out of character, can you technically then teleport into the city with things that they don't know about?
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't know.
I-
That's an idea.
Is
It's an
there a way
idea.
to-
Keep it in mind.
Is there a
We've
way to
already
get around
done-
the protections of the city? You say, becoming some of the protections of the city?
I mean, we got
It's
badges.
a Lord's
now, so we're
Alliance
fine.
grunt. I want to know, can I enter the city without them knowing that I'm here? I don't want anyone to ask me to do any work. You know, and
Yeah.
that's really it.
Ah.
I'm just lazy, and I don't want anyone to know that I'm here. Be like,
That's it.
hey, you've got
No.
a job.
Hey,
Set it
no,
the
you could
character.
spin it. You could totally spin it, being like, I'm trying to be proactive, and I want to find the flaws in the system, so that
Yes.
and like,
Yeah, like
like I'm trying to
Yes.
be like a white hat hacker who's like finding,
Yeah.
doing like
Definitely.
penetration tests.
Security professional.
That definitely hasn't landed anyone in jail ever. No.
I'm
no.
not saying I'm doing it. I'm just saying, like, is it possible? Because you may want to look at that if it is, in like a month or two.
I think with Chance's
Ah.
skill set, he wouldn't know whether or not that's possible. But I totally understand you asking. Oh, that was the cathedral the whole time. That's silly. We should have had large city.
I mean, Chance wouldn't ask the Lord's Alliance. They're the military
It
power.
just made me think
Oh,
of
thank
like
God.
I
the
would not.
fire temple music from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, the Dragon's Temple music.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chance is a little silly, but he's not gonna ask the military power, like, "Hey, can I do this thing?"
I'm back.
No, I wasn't thinking you were asking them.
No.
Hey, he's back. All right.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
think
so you guys are at the Hall of Justice. You asked around, and with your newfound authority as a red knife, you're able to find. You essentially get led to a wizard's chamber, where there's a guy who's got a lot of books and cauldrons and a variety of things going on inside the hall. And you ask if Radoff, the Frogkin druid, is still within the city, and he says he seems like he is. Seems like he's still within the walls.
is there a way to more closely pinpoint him? We're just trying to invite him to the Dragon Temple for brunch.
Yeah, I have.
Dinner.
He has magics that he can use that can pinpoint a person's location for a mere 1,000 gold. He'll tell you exactly where he is, and
Mm.
for 5,000 gold, he'll give you a map that has the guy's like location glowing on it, so you can
And
track him
No, that's
It
quite all
works.
right.
within the city.
I
of
don't got
course.
that jerk. Sorry.
He's
I think we're
in-
gonna have to hoof it.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We'll hoof it. But thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
Thank you
No
much.
problem.
Talk to you later.
Did you want to
Have a
head
good
to the armory before you left?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I am looking
They
for.
have a stock standard of tools and armor and etc.
I'm looking for potions, health potions. And
They
I'm
have
look-
they have regular health potions. You can have one, or
That's-
as a red knife too.
That's perfect. So, potion of healing.
You get 2 potions of healing. Oh man. I gotta figure
And
out how to like upgrade.
I'm looking for an armor, medium armor that won't affect my stealth bonus. I have proficiency in medium armor now.
Is there a thing you tell me the thing you're looking for?
Out of character, can I get some help from a rules
Working
lawyer?
on it. Give me 30 seconds or less.
Okay.
Okay, out of character also.
So what did you take
does
that has
he-
you proficiency in medium armor now? I thought you went with the tough feat.
No, I ended up going with 1 level in fighter.
Oh shit! You actually did that,
Yep.
Is a
Oh,
fight.
rad.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Okay, I didn't know you did
dude.
that.
We were all talking about it. You were
Yeah.
gone. You were gone, but we were all talking about like, what if you take a level in fighter instead?
You
I-
could try to find heavy armor made of, I believe, it's a particular metal. It's either adamantium or something else.
What?
Yeah, no,
mithril,
well,
like, put on
Myth-
hobbits.
mithril armor. Yeah, mithril heavy armor.
They don't
We're
have mithril
we're not-
armor in
No, I thought
Yeah.
the Army
But I
only
understand
stocked
the-
like basic armor though, right?
They have your basics. So if you
Basic
want
armor, so no special
want-
armor.
Well, not here, but I
Leather.
mean, in the long run, you can try to look for 'em.
Okay.
leather. There's studded leather armor in here. I believe that would
It's
be an
always
upgrade
good.
for you.
That's always good. I got that. Shit good.
And that would be quite. There's
I've
what
done
is
the
it?
math.
Threaded
Take,
cloth.
I've done the
There's-
math. Take the studded leather. Take the
There's,
deal.
there's
Okay.
chain mail. There's a chain shirt. There's plate mail.
Dude, we're gonna be death battle bros.
Studded leather
They have
sounds good.
half plate.
I have half plate.
We're not
Half-
putting half plate on our rogue.
He said it doesn't. It doesn't take away his
He
his
doesn't
stealth
want
yet.
it to take away.
Yeah, yes.
Heighten this plate.
So I
How
do-
about that?
Oh,
So is
Right.
well,
stud-
half plate's like mostly leather with like metal plates on it, with like a few metal plates.
studded leather would be the most efficient, even though I have proficiency in medium armor.
You're gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay, then I will
It's
trust
because
you.
you're a dex fighter.
Yep. All right, so we'll go with the studded leather.
Yeah, they have some studded leather. It's brandished with the symbol of the Lord's Alliance, which I don't know if we remember that at all, but I think I can find it real quick. No, maybe I can't find it quick enough. But it's basically the little crown and flame is on the armor.
And
I think
if
you guys
haven't-
actually gonna need that on your party sheet now because you are all multiply.
Also, if you scroll down to your new fighter level and choose a fighting style,
Oh, what's your fighting
Did I
style?
do that? I didn't do that. Did I?
there are several very interesting options, including blind sight of 10 feet, +1 AC.
Now, where do I do that at?
I go back to your manager levels,
Okay.
and somewhere on that long list should be fighting style.
But it has this kind of crown, essentially, is
Ah, yes, that
emblazoned on the armor.
On the
Yeah.
back or front?
on the shoulders.
I am
On the
going
belly.
to roll. Okay, let's see. It could be the belly. It could be the chest. It could be the back.
fighting
It could be the
style.
shoulder.
Thighs?
Could it could be
Calves.
thighs. Or we need one more spot.
Calves?
Calves. Okay, so
Oh, damn.
like back of the neck, back, chest, abs, front thighs, side thighs. D6. Right in the chest. Lord's Alliance. It's a 1, right? That was or is it on the back of the neck?
Back of the neck was the
Back of the
first
neck
one
was
you
1. Okay, the back of the neck. So right beneath the nape of the neck is a crown of the Lord's Alliance.
said. You got hair. It'll be fine.
Suddenly, Jerk starts wearing a scarf. It's not cold enough for that. It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
so I totally missed. I was going through my fighting style, which I'm going to be going through in the next area, so I can.
Well,
That's fine. Go ahead and take a look at it. It's just that so the Lord's Alliance armor is marked basically like between your shoulder blades, beneath the nape of your neck, on your back. There's the crown, essentially, indicating that when armor is for them.
Okay, then I did.
Speaking of,
I
you
did
have
want to ask about
a shield.
hand crossbows.
They do have them. You can have one.
Perfect.
How about a shield with another hand?
And a shield. Yeah. Well.
They
You
have
guys got,
shields emblazoned with the crown of the Lord's Alliance on the front.
Oh, you're gonna start using a
Splitting the
shield?
floors.
Maybe it depends. Well,
Have the option.
yeah.
Options are good.
So it's just
do
a
you guys
regular
like
shield?
have
Regular shield,
like a repair kit then?
+1 to your
or-
AC if you're not holding another. Now this isn't like with your daggers where you're sheathing them and taking them out
Yeah,
and doing
yeah.
stuff. If you have a shield on, you have a shield on for that fight unless you throw it on the ground and pull your knives out. Like that's not a. Let me just hold on to this shield while I also pull out 2 daggers.
Yeah. No, I
little
totally
harder.
get that.
So, but yeah, no, they have all the standard gear in the armory for the Lord's Alliance here in Neverwinter.
Well, now that you're a fighter, you could use a longsword.
I think it'd be strength based though, wouldn't it? It would be. I'm an elf with elven. I have the ability to use a longsword as an elf. I have high dex. Doesn't matter. My strength is low, and I have nothing with it.
So
Do
I,
like
Question.
negative one
It
damage.
says it's versatile.
well, I think
It's
I'm
one-handed
Longsword?
or two-handed.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I'm
It's
good.
just a martial weapon.
I'm good here. I got everything I needed. So we can
Yeah, you
Chance?
definitely want to find mithril plate at some point.
well someday. That shit's expensive.
Well, there's
Can
a
I
fee for
get
that.
another potion of healing now that I've stopped by twice? Good receptionist person that you are.
Roll me a deception check.
We
Can
have
I-
gotten into a fight since the last time we were here.
Mr. Bam person thing.
Oh,
Hi.
okay, yeah. You're
Good
like,
friend.
yeah. As you go up and talk to you're talking to the clerk, and he's, kind of checking these items out to you. And you're like, actually, when I was here the other day, I didn't get a potion of healing. It could be really useful for me. And they totally buy it. They're like, they don't remember giving you one. You do a little bit of wordplay in order. Yeah, they give you a second potion of healing.
You are an amazing person, and I hope you have an amazing day. I just want to let you know, like, I greatly appreciate you, and I can't believe they just like leave you here at this desk all day. Like,
Yeah,
you need to be out there.
I hate it. It sucks. Bring me back something that, is indicative of an adventure, because I just get to dream about it while I fill
You
out
wa-
paperwork here. and
You
it's,
want
it's driving me
adventure
nuts.
stuff? Like, are you like actually stuck here? Like trapped? Like, low key, are you like
mean-
cursed here or something?
It's called capitalism.
No, it's just the fact that I have this skill set, and this is where they need me, and I'd rather be out, swinging a sword, but it's apparently not as many people are as good with paperwork and math as I am. So,
Okay,
those are
if
like-
you mean that, bring me back something from your adventures.
Oh, hey,
I
I
dude,
mean,
love like I
we
love
got
like
stuff on us right now. Like,
Yeah,
what
what
are
do
you,
you want?
looking
Like,
for?
I
you
don't
like-
know.
do you like
Maybe like a flying
you like-
snake pet would be really cool, or
how
like
about trinkets?
like a pixie, or like I heard this thing's called pseudo dragons. That would be amazing. Like just really cool. And he's just asking for extreme shit.
Well, we'll see what we can do,
magical
man. We'll see what we
activists.
can do.
Oh yeah, we totally remember that. First get your name.
Yeah,
Okay.
like magical sword. I'll take it. I love it.
Oh, give us your name. What's your name?
Oh yeah, no problem. Let me give you my name.
Yeah,
Deck of cards.
It's not going to be Chad, because we've
Sure.
already pulled Chad out of this box.
only one Chad in the world.
Gonna be
Wait,
Brad.
No,
Tell
no.
me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Go 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 and stop.
Joaquin.
Walk queen.
Joaquin.
All right. Like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. His name's Joaquin Griffin.
All right.
Okay.
Waffet Queen Griffin.
Joaquin, like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, no,
Joaquin,
no, no, no.
Joaquin Griffin.
Nice.
Nice to meet you, Jerk and Chance.
Ah, it's a pleasure to
Dude,
meet you
it's
as well.
so
It's cool
Male,
to meet
female?
cool to meet a new red knife.
Yeah, it's
male,
cool to
female?
be a new red knife.
is it a girl or boy?
I'm gonna learn how to ride a griffin.
I don't know if Joaquin's a girl or a boy name. Help.
It is a girl.
Girl. Got it. It is amazing to meet you, good ma'am. And I will definitely bring you back something weird like a pixie if I ever find one.
Yeah, do it. Then I'll believe you. That'll be great. We'll be great friends.
And then we'll get drinks together, and then your pixie can cause havoc, and it's gonna be great. All inside
yeah, if
Lord's
you can- I mean, if you
Alliance
can keep-
limits.
Yeah. If you can keep up with me, yeah, no problem.
I can keep up with you.
All right.
If
Jerk.
Yo,
She doesn't think we can keep up with her.
are you crazy?
Are you? And is there something wrong? What is going on with your face? Do you not? It's like you're in the. It's like the candles don't cast shadows on you. What is going on?
Yeah, yeah. You know the the shard of night over in
Oh,
the,
yeah.
yeah. Don't stand under it.
Oh yeah, that's cursed. No, everybody knows that.
Yeah, it ate my shadow when I was a kid.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Jerk. Thank you
Yeah.
for the story. I can't wait to tell it later at the bar.
You know what? It makes me a lot sneakier. I cast no shadow.
Doesn't it make you stand out more? It makes you sneak. Okay, sure. Okay, whatever works for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself, anyways. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. We got to go do stuff. If you get a break, they're having a big feast at the Dragon's Temple. You can stop by and say hi to us.
Oh, the Bahamut worshippers?
Yeah, yeah. They did a thing. A buddy of ours, he got promoted, and I guess a god talked to him or something. It was pretty cool. Everybody, they just stared for a really long time. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, I think I'm here for just started my shift, but you bring me some food, that'd be awesome. I
If-
appreciate it because I've been, I don't get paid a lot. A couple times a week I have to eat rations. I
Aw.
prefer like a hearty meal, but
That's,
no.
that's
got to
a
save up for
bummer.
my retirement.
Well,
Oh,
if
no.
we make it back up here to the Hall of Justice, we'll bring you a doggy bag. But I'm not
Thanks.
sure. We've got to go find a friend of ours somewhere in the city, and
Have you seen a frog person like lately? Like
Yesterday, yeah, little frogkin
Yeah.
guy was wandering
He-
around.
he come
You know
down
that
here?
crazy like flat hat thing.
yeah. Did he say
Yeah.
where he was going? Did you overhear anything?
Oh no, he didn't talk to anybody. He just was very quiet and moved on out.
All right. Well, thank you for the stuff, and we're gonna go do good in the land.
That's good.
All right. See you later,
I'm
buddy.
gonna go do stuff in the land. It was great to meet you, Joaquin. I am totally gonna bring you something back.
It's a pleasure, I think. Hopefully.
We're gonna say pleasure. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I like a steak. If they have a steak. Shouts off to you as we walk around.
Steak herd.
Chance.
Yeah.
How do we find Radoff?
I don't know, man. I can try to find his hat.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay. Well, let's.
Wait, okay, so how's that spell work? Do you have to be within a particular distance?
1,000 feet
1,000 feet?
in a
Yeah.
city the size of Neverwinter.
Is that like,
Like,
what, a
it-
block? Or
Yes.
less?
Does he have like a sending stone or something that we knew about and forgot he had?
Maybe.
Not that I know of. He's more Talison's friend. Like, I could try to find his hat. If he's not right here, then I don't know what to do besides go back and like bother the party boys about it.
Okay.
How do you?
How many
Is
times
it-
can you cast that spell? Because you got 10 minutes on one casting.
I mean, technically, I have all my spell slots, so 7.
How many?
times.
7 times? So for like an hour and 10 minutes, you could cast that repeatedly and
Well,
run.
I guess it's a second level spell,
Hey,
so it's only
Actually,
3.
I can get us around the city really, really fast because of my background.
Okay, so technically, second level, 3 slots I have for second level, unless you allow
3
me to
slots.
use.
So for half an hour, you could run around, and if he's within 1,000 feet of you, his hat is within 1,000 feet of you, you would ping.
Okay, let's do that.
Dirk,
and-
you want a speed run?
Yeah, let's do it.
I love
Alright.
you guys. Okay,
This
you are
isn't
at
real.
the Hall of Justice, which is a tiny island off in the water connected to the city by a bridge.
Okay, let's
I
go to
mean-
let's go to the end of the bridge first, and then we'll cast it. Okay.
Relevant pun. He's
You're
a
in
druid.
charge of it.
Have you tried the grapevine?
Okay, so we'll go here, and we'll. You want to cast there?
Ping it on the map. Just ping it on the map. Okay.
All right, so you
You're
guys get
speed
to
running,
the.
you're I
you get
got
to the
3
ma-
chances.
You get to the mainland.
You don't want to cast it at the Hall of Justice.
Are
is
you
what I
guys
So-
gonna? so you're currently in the Protector's Enclave. That's the like higher end, wealthier section of town.
Actually, should we
Yeah.
go to like the middle of the city and cast
You
it?
should tell me if I should cast this before we start moving,
Love you.
so we don't miss everything as we're running to this next area.
Okay. Cast it and then we'll go. How far can I
Okay.
get in a half an hour?
How much of session is this going to take?
Technically,
Not
it's
too
only
long
half an
if
hour.
once they decide what they're
okay,
going
so
to do. That's
how-
the real.
How far can I get in 10 minutes? And we'll plot a course. So we're starting here. Hold on, let me get the drawy thing out.
Okay, use the
So
blue.
you're starting just on the
Use
edge
blue.
edge of here. Where are you headed?
Okay. How far can
That's-
I get in
I don't.
10 minutes?
Where are you starting?
We're starting
Hall of Justice.
Hall of Justice. We're just
Oh,
going to start it in the Hall of Justice.
Okay, I'm gonna say you know that would be a giant waste of time because you're in the Hall of Justice, and if he was there, you probably would have seen him.
Okay.
So
once you get
start
to
it
the
on the other
mainland-
side of the bridge. Okay.
Once you get to the mainland,
Okay.
you cast this spell. And where are you moving to? Where are you gonna go start looking?
So he would probably
Not
wouldn't-
go to the rich people's thing.
I don't think he'd be in the chasm.
That's where
I
you're
don't think
starting.
he'd be
You're
in the
starting.
blue light.
You're starting in the Protector's Enclave,
Yeah.
where the wealthy are.
He might be in
Nice houses,
Tower
cobble,
District?
cobblestone streets. Okay, so is that your general path?
I think so. What do you think?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. With jerks, class background, move through the city quickly.
Yeah, I can't offer anything like. I mean, I got like feline agility and stuff like that, but
As you. Alright, so your first 10 feet. So you guys start right as you get over here. You enter into the city. You're running around, nothing. You get across the Dolphin Bridge, I think it is. Get over to Castle Neverember. You know he's probably not in the castle. You start moving across this way. You move over. As you get towards the lake, here on this corner of the ping, his hat pings at the edge of the lake.
Ooh, let's go get him.
You rush forth.
Sure.
You rush northward. You get to the lake, and he seems to have swam across it. You run as a mad dash to the west, and then to the north, and then east again to get to the other end of the lake to meet him. And there, Radoth is swimming along, and he comes up on the north side of the lake in the Blue Lake District. He's been hanging out in the temperate waters of the Blue Lake.
Right off.
You guys wave him down. He's like, ribbit, jerk, ribbit, chance, bro.
There's a feast at the Dragon's Temple.
Frog?
You wouldn't believe what happened.
Ribbit. I might, ribbit.
Chance.
happened?
Chance saw it. I didn't see it, but I guess Godwell
lights
got,
and dragons.
Godwell
Lights
got
and
a
dragons.
promotion, and I felt Timora hug me, and then like he glue, and then everybody stared at him for a really long time, and they said a god talked to him.
How does someone glue? Glue is the sticky substance.
He was glowing.
Glowing. He glowed. Ribbit.
You know, honestly, I just like glued. I think I'm gonna use that now. Like, bro, you
Please
gluing.
don't.
You gluing.
Bro.
Gluing over there, dude.
But anyways,
Well,
that's less
that's great,
important
you
than all
guys.
the food.
Ribbit.
Come eat food with us.
Yeah,
all
like
there.
we wanted to make
Oh,
sure
I've-
we find you because it's like pretty late at night already. Like, and you
Oh,
left the hole. Why'd you leave the hole?
Ribbit. Because I wanted to, Ribbit.
So are
But
you
then
just
how are
gonna
we gonna find
leave
you?
and not say goodbye?
Yeah, I thought we were friends now.
What did you do over here?
Oh, Ribbit. Ribbit. I didn't know we needed to say goodbye to be friends. I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
Without needing to state it to one another.
You always touch base before you leave, you know, in case you are looking for something or would like something, or, you know, I always like to say bye to my friends and make sure they are okay. Like,
Ribbit, I just wanted to enjoy the temperate waters of this lake. Ribbit, it's
mean,
pretty
that's cool.
fantastic.
I think
I
that
mean, hey.
if you came and ate, everybody would enjoy your company. You have a lot of very good
New friends.
stories to tell, and there's people to meet, and you'll get to see all of us and our direwolf friend, and
Ribbit, which seems to be his form of laughing. That sounds wonderful. Ribbit, join you.
yay! All right, let's go.
Okay. And he collects some things, and he's like, "I'll meet you on the other side." And he swims across.
And we run across.
You guys run back around the lake, and you find him on the south side of it, and he joins you, moistened and happy, as you guys get to the tower, or to get to the castle Neverember, and you go to cross the bridge. He jumps in instead of taking the bridge and pops out on the other side. Happy little frogkin. And you all meet back up at the Dragon's Temple at the Feast of the Order of Bahamut. And it is quite the feast!
All right, before we get to the feast, I do have a party question.
Okay.
So, 2-weapon fighting would let me use my modifier on the damage of my second attack.
You can't have a shield, though.
No, I can't. Archery gives me a +2 bonus to ranged attacks, and interception allows me to reduce the damage of anyone within 5 feet of me by a 1d10 plus my proficiency bonus.
You want a tank?
I don't. I'd rather either do archery or
Ooh.
2-weapon
kind of
fighting, but
you kind of want someone within 5 feet of you, though, to get sneak attack, don't you?
yeah, but I'd have to have a shield. I'd only be able to use 1 attack.
Oh, never mind.
Not if
Sorry.
you use a one-handed weapon with a shield. I mean, is your main weapon right now one-handed or two-handed?
It's one-handed.
Okay,
Oh.
so you use that, use a shield, you get that bonus for them being that close, and then you get sneak attack for them being that close. Wouldn't
Yeah, but
that
I
sound
would
better?
only get 1 attack though, because I use two-handed
Wait,
I
you
get a
get the
swipe
bonus
with
of the sneak attack.
At this level, your sneak attack damage is more than your weapon dice. So just,
Yeah,
and
like,
you only ever get 1 of that per turn.
and you can get more attacks
Yeah, but
later
sometimes he misses with the first one, but hits with the second one, and the second one gets the sneak attack.
yeah.
It increases his odds. So I understand why he's got the question.
If I was using like a stronger one-handed weapon, I would take interception without hesitation because it actually seems a little broken. But I kind of want to take two-handed weapon fighting because I can use my ability modifier, which is like 8.
What do you mean, like a two-handed weapon or two-weapon fighting?
Two-weapon
talking
fighting.
about-
Two-weapon
Okay.
fighting.
Normally, when he attacks with 2 daggers, one is his primary hand, and
Yeah.
he gets his damage bonus. Second is his offhand. He does not get his damage bonus.
Yeah.
If he takes 2-weapon fighting, he gets his damage bonus on both. So
Yeah.
potentially, he's increasing his damage output.
Yeah.
I mean, I use two-weapon fighting. I use that for Novak and Pak, I believe.
Yeah, but you're a fighter though too, so you also have a second attack. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. The only reason I have 2 attacks is because I've got a weapon in each hand. If I use the
Two-handed.
shield, that
Two-weapon
takes
fighting.
one of my attacks away.
I mean, you can also just get a better one-handed weapon.
There aren't that many.
Yeah.
Get a gun.
Oh, look at that cutie!
If you want to lock into sword and shield, there's the dueling fighting style.
I think I'm gonna go with 2-weapon fighting.
Dude,
Uh,
it's been your bread and butter this whole time.
It
That makes
has.
sense.
This is what I've been doing. Okay,
Fair enough.
back
And
to
it
the
is better when
feast.
Okay. As Chance arrive with Radoff and
Erk.
Jerk at the sorry, and Taliesin and Phelan, along with Sister Gariel and Mama Piterbottom, also arrive around similar times back at the cathedral.
Yes. Feast time.
A feast, a massive feast is going on inside the Dragon's Temple. It is essentially a buffet of a variety of foods, of a variety of kinds of people. So there's a lot of different sorts of things that you might find, and that you might find just around, or whatever you're kind of looking for.
Medieval
What
Golden
is-
Corral.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go right to left on my screen and ask what your character's favorite food is. Chance, you're first.
Chance is easy. We know that
What-
one.
What is Chance like?
Shrimp rolls.
Shrimp rolls. Chance is able to find extremely fresh shrimp rolls and very well prepared. There is a basically a sea elf who's become somebody in the temple who knows exactly how to prepare them. It's like super fresh with just the right spice.
Nori flakes. And nori flakes. I got my nori flakes.
Yeah, absolutely. They are there. Ixavix, favorite food.
Um. Let's see. Tacos.
Tacos.
Oh, sure.
A hard shell or soft shell?
Oh,
Double
soft
shell?
shell.
Soft shell.
cheese in between?
Perfect. There is you're able to find the tortilla, white wheat, whatever you're looking for. It's there. There's a set of things out in the buffet. There's like a little taco buffet. You can take the toppings, just the ones you like. You don't have to get the other stuff. And it's all right there for XFX. Like, if there's a kind of onion you don't like, you can just ignore it. Go for the things that you enjoy. Load it up with cheese, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Talison's favorite food.
Got any like some spicy lettuce wraps of any sort?
Yeah, plenty of vegetarians in the church, and they know how to make just the right mix of a black bean and rice kind of wrap that you're just the sort of thing you're looking for. It's got all the
Sweet.
spices that Taliesin, and some like exotic things that you're just like, you never thought somebody, like, it only existed in the high forest, but apparently you're wrong, and it comes to a
Yeah.
town in a place like this. Apparently big cities have that kind of advantage of getting things from all over the world.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Busting
Yeah.
out like quinoa and shit.
Yeah.
And then Phelan will just probably eat whatever meat he can.
Okay, yeah, no, whole turkeys, whatever he's into. Godwald's favorite.
Let's see here. Let's see the stuff that they would normally have here. I'd say fish soup.
Okay, yeah, no, it's just and it's something there's almost a specialty in the city, being right on the ocean, being like kind of harbor, and the sort of fishing that happens here. Fresh fish is definitely like done well in Neverwinter, and you know it, and it tastes like home because you lived here for a very long time, so you find just the perfect fish soup. How about
Definitely
Jerk?
having some fish tacos.
So Jerk is feeling
They're there.
nostalgic, and he's missing the food from the orphanage. So he's looking for chicken paprikash or chiff beef on toast.
Oh yeah, no, there happens to be that old Polish lady who's making chicken paprikash. No, but exactly the foods that Jerk's looking for. What was the other one?
Chip beef
Chicken
on
paprika-
toast.
And chicken beef on toast. Yeah, I mean, like, The things that the temple makes normally, which are like less expensive that you might find at the orphanage, are also here in addition to them spending more money and having the sort of feast going on. So you guys bump into Sildar is there. Chance, you eventually like see like Hans, like Tyre's heard about it and he's coming down for free food and nothing else. So you guys end up having this kind of, it's like celebratory party about not only being a group who defeated this young green dragon who was looking to harm people, but these cultists as well, routing them from the sea. And this is a hero's feast. So you guys are all going to have the effects of the hero's feast for the next 24 hours.
Hell yeah.
I want to talk to Sildar about my new position and just like ask him endless questions about what it's like to ride a griffin.
Yeah.
I also have a
He-
quick question.
He tells you. Oh, sorry.
What's the effects of the hero's feast?
All right, I'll
Okay,
tell you
cool.
that in a second. As you're hanging out with Sildar and you're telling him how you not only got a badge, but you've been promoted to the a red knight. He does that thing where he kind of grips you on that one shoulder, where he had done it before, but then comes in with the handshake to make sure that the handshake is on the table now, and he is proud of you, like for all the efforts that you've done to work towards the safety of the people in the land. To answer your question about a hero's feast, that is, like I said, this is the temple going all out, and the Temple of Bahamut is a wealthy temple. They worship the Platinum Dragon, dragons known for their wealth and for hoarding, and this is on display on this spread, as not only is there these buffets set up, there are people coming and serving and taking plates and asking you what you want and giving out this magnificent food and drink. Takes you guys an hour to sit
They have
down
an
and
ice
eat everything.
sculpture of Bahamut.
What's that?
Do they have an ice sculpture of Bahamut?
Ice sculpture.
Ice
Yeah.
sculpture dragon?
Yeah.
Chilling.
No,
Aw.
Literally. Melting.
but they have brought out one of the like images of Bahamut, and there's the opposite of that. There's the flames
All
like,
right.
going out underneath what is essentially a dragon statue made of platinum. Like it
Oh,
is
Jesus.
is an insanely like expensive. Having held 1,000 platinum in a pouch recently, Jerk, and like anyone else who like passed that along between these like I think Godwald, and you guys looking at that statue, you know that statue is easily like an 8,000 platinum like statue. Like that thing is insanely valuable. And flanked
Oh,
on
geez.
both sides of it are the tables where the scale bearers are sitting, and then the priests are sitting farther down from them, and then the rest of the hall is open. Godwald, you get to sit at the scale bearers and the priest table, and everything. But the effects are for 24 hours. You guys get, if you had a disease or poisoned, you're cured of it. So any drinking you do during the feast is wiped.
24 hours?
You could celebrate. This is just during the feast. Any of the drinking, the revelry, anything
Okay.
you do during here is just wiped out by the end of it. You are now immune to poison though, so yeah, actually for the next 24 hours you could party and drink like it did not affect you. You're in addition to being immune to poison for 24 hours, you're immune to being frightened. You make all wisdom saves with advantage. Your hit point maximum will go up by 2d10. You ready for this?
Nice.
This is one of those
It's
weird
going up.
mechanics.
You get
Fine.
a bonus 9 hit points
Hell yeah.
the next 24 hours. And it is, I'll say by the time this ends, it's probably it was 6ish when the sun went down. You guys went out, came back, so it's
Probably
like
around
8.
7, 8.
It's like
okay.
8. Yeah, it's like about 8 o'clock. So until 8 o'clock the next day. Yeah. So you guys get a hero's feast.
Hell yeah. Definitely having
Party
some
on,
glasses
Wayne.
of wine, making sure though that no one gives Phelan any wine, as that would not be good for him.
Oh, Chance is totally
Phelan
gonna
eats
go.
the hero's feast and is now also immune to the effects.
Chance is totally gonna start a drink game.
Okay.
But
Dog.
before Chance starts a drink game,
Phelan
he
gets a
would like
bonus 9
to
health.
find
Sorry?
somebody to send a steak to LaQueen over at Lord's Alliance. I wanna send a steak over to Miss LaQueen. LaQueen.
Alright, give me a persuasion check. Just so you can try to convince somebody here to take food to somebody
Anybody wanna help
off the mainland.
Catboy out?
I can actually.
No,
Oh,
they don't
no.
want to help a Catboy
You
out.
ask someone and they're just like cleaning up your plate and they're like, "No, I'm sorry," and they go to like keep doing things. So, yeah.
After I've eaten,
I-
I can do it because I actually feel like I'd like to take a little nostalgic walk through the city. So after I've eaten, I'll pack
You're gonna
up
leave the party?
a steak, and yeah, it won't take long. I know my way around the city like the back of my hand.
Dragon's Temple is actually pretty close to the Hall of
It's right
Justice.
there
if you're
across
looking at
the-
map, yeah.
Hmm.
I was gonna do drinking game, but okay.
Well, I'll be back in time for the drinking game.
Yeah, sure. You know, Jerk takes a steak over to Joaquin's, who's on their shift, and they're like, "Holy shit!"
We're here to help the citizens of the city. You're a citizen of the city, right? This is what we do at the Lord's Alliance.
I appreciate it greatly.
All right, I got to get back though. Enjoy the steak. Bye.
Did you bring me a fork and knife?
No.
Let's just say yes.
Cool. I'll just
Like,
let's get on
use
the
a
dagger.
sword.
Really?
And chop at this steak like a
Ah,
heathen. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
You're
Your effort does not
welcome.
go unnoticed, sir. You head back to the Dragon's Temple and find over there. Yeah, but so no, it's generally party. I don't have like party sounds, or else I would totally add in party crowd to all of this. But yeah, so
Quick question, real fast. Does
8
Phelan just
8
has
o'clock ish at night. Sun's kind of been set for a minute, but the city's alive for a couple hours as far as shops go, and a couple more hours as far as taverns go.
Well, I think Ixie wanted to go check out a couple shops. Now would be a good time because I think aren't we
Oh, yeah.
leaving in the morning for
All
our
right, talking about it. I'll be right back real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
because
yeah,
time
there's a
time
few-
is kind of the essence. We don't have a week
Yeah.
to wait around for all of our cool stuff.
Actually, we do. We have 3 days for some items, 4 days for some other items, 7 days for
days.
one item, 10
Well,
days for
well,
another item.
but we
What
can
I'm-
get back by wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what I'm
but not
saying
if we
is
wizard away and then travel and then go back to wizard and come back. So
We can do that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
and I don't know how long that would take.
should we wait those 7 days in town before we go try to?
We can't wait.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
No, wait, what
No.
would take us so long?
I believe what what Sarah means is that like we can basically instantaneously go from here to Loudwater, but depending on how far out we get from Loudwater, how long it takes to deal with those cultists, and how long it takes to get back, how much stuff will be ready by that point. Are they willing to hold it? Jared said they're willing to hold it for
Yeah,
at least
they're-
a while.
They'll hold it.
Their whole
Yeah, we're
except
spending
for
a lot of
the
money.
Armor.
Yeah.
Besides the armor, everybody else was pretty willing to hold everything. So
Well, and even the armor, she said she was just gonna display it and
Yeah,
We
they
got
said
that
they
in
would
writing.
display it.
not sell it, just display it.
Jared, I had a quick question. Phelan just has normal, like direwolf stats, right?
No, No, a Fairwolf is a recovering, corrupted wolf.
I've got the
Okay.
picture
Yeah.
over here somewhere.
I was gonna say I thought you sent.
I've got him for you if you want it.
Okay.
Here it is.
Yeah. I thought you sent me the stat block for him before, but I couldn't remember where it was.
Yup. So this is where he's currently at.
So hey,
Here, in this moment at 8 o'clock before another long rest here in the city.
Oh man. All right.
so hey, you guys.
If you need his stats right now.
After we save what we can of Ixavix's tribe, and we come back, I would like to do something in town that'll take 3 days. Is that, will you hang out with me for 3 days, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I have some
Yeah.
research that I still can't get to yet.
Okay, because I
Yeah,
I-
sure.
show him all my badge. I'm like, I can ride a griffin, and I need to learn how to do that.
Ooh,
I'm a red
Chance
knight.
is hyping
Oh.
you up like he's like,
No, that's
yes,
awesome.
yes, yes,
that's rad.
bird thing.
But it takes some training, so
Sildar's like, haha, yes it does, young man. Indeed.
I watched them having this conversation between my mentor and Chad.
Mr. Silver, sir, I have a question for you. Can a griffin hold more than one person?
I mean, at certain times and measures, yes, it might slow them down, but stronger griffins can carry more people.
Not in the claws? Like
I
also
mean,
on the back?
Sometimes it might be necessary. It depends on the size and strength of the griffin.
Alright, alright. It's just good to know.
For
you know.
instance, I brought Sister Gariel and Mama Biterbottom here with me, riding on my griffin. My boy is a strong mount.
Yeah,
many
what's his
many
name?
years of successful service. His name, as I am going to grab a box. Tell me when to stop.
Jerk, pick a spot.
stop.
Dap.
My griffin's name is Dalamar.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good name.
That's actually a good one, yeah.
So
Dalamar.
once I learn how to ride a griffin, where do I find one?
Joaquin.
Like where does yours come from, Sildar? Did you tame him yourself, or are there hatcheries, or what do we do?
Oh no! As a member of the Lord's Alliance, there is a entire complement of Griffin riders. I went through the ranks and learned how to ride this mount. I learned how to train them, learned how to do a variety of things, and with them, raise them, breed them, and eventually was able to ride them into battle. After winning those battles, they eventually Dalamar and I became compatriots, you might say. And he's been a trusty mount for many years since.
Hopefully
There is a, if you're
someday-
asking, the Lord's Alliance does maintain a rookery to breed and raise griffins for the riders such as myself. And hopefully you in the future, it seems.
Hopefully I can find a mount as trustworthy and loyal as yours.
Haha, good luck. Chances are slim.
Chances right there.
Hey!
And
Nice.
chance is kind of slim.
Oh,
Hey!
the
But in a healthy way.
opportunities are few.
Anybody named Opportunity?
Nah, I'm not here.
He
Well,
did his best.
I'm-
Chance yells, anybody named Opportunity?
You guys 10:26 p.m. I'm down to play for a while, but if you're not, I mean, we could try and wrap up city stuff real quickly. I heard right before I stood up and walked away, they're still shopping. Somebody wanted to do.
Yeah, there's a little bit of. I wanted to check out the rest of the stores we didn't get to, and there's a couple things I want to look for, and there's things that we saw last time that I would want to circle back to, like one or two things.
Okay.
Like what? What do you want to go back to?
You got a list, shops, or
Yeah, I wanted to go to the shops that we didn't go to, just to see, and then I want to look for. Where's my sheet? A Bloodwell vial.
Blood?
Bloodwell
yeah.
vial.
Blood.
Yeah. Blood. Yes.
I mean, I'd
blood.
say maybe at the Sphinx's apothecary.
Okay.
And we left from there to go to the
Yeah.
temple.
They come in +1, +2, and +3 varieties.
Is there anything else you're looking for specifically, or?
I like that bountiful sapling staff. It's the one you plant in the ground and like it gives you food in the morning, and then you are fed for the entire day. It's
Mhm.
like only 100 GP. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool for going on trips, not having to worry about food.
Do you have
Like-
enough beef for that?
Yeah, it's 100 GP. I got that.
Plus your vial of blood.
Well, I wanna see how much the Bloodwell vial is. It's a sorcerer only magic item.
Bit odd. I was going to look for spell scrolls, but that was then the idea to be have time to research them, and we're leaving in the morning, so that can totally wait.
Mm.
Are we leaving right away in the morning, or out
I-
of character?
We don't have to leave right away in the morning, but we should leave by the end of the day.
Yeah, the longer we
Did-
wait, the more of a chance the DM has to kill off more kobolds.
Are we? Did we book?
So I'm just out
booked
there
tonight.
killing
Yeah, we did.
NPCs,
No, wait. Did
sniping them.
we?
I'm sniping them from Neverwinter.
Did we rebook the room at the Rumored Hearth,
Uh,
or are they automatically accepting that we rebooked the room because you guys left stuff there?
I'll pay what they ask for whatever nights we're here. Like,
Okay, so
It'll work out.
hopefully they understand we rebooked the room for tonight with
Like-
all your guys' stuff there.
Those of us who are Harpers told them enough stuff about ongoing things that I don't think they'll mind that small thing.
Okay. I mean, I got all my shit, so.
Like we're doing a thing, and the rest of the priests are doing a thing. They're traveling by land. We're traveling by wizard. We have some leeway, but this is still a kobold's lives at stake situation.
Mm-hmm. Alright, cool. So, party
they
on
will
with the
leave in the
party,
morning.
then head to the Rumored Hearth again and go to sleep, long rest. Right?
Sorry, I was responding to the player. What's the question?
I was just asking what we're doing.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mentioned the items I want to look for.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am imagining that me responding to that question made me forget. So, but
we want to
give
go
me,
back. To
you got to give me by my
place.
locations because I am location based here, not item based.
We want to go back to the potion place, and I want to go to the scroll place, and that is the extent right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
Thanks
So-
to
I'm guessing the Bloodwell vial might be at the potion place or something
are-
like that. It's not a
if
potion, but
If you are heading back to the Sphinx's apothecary, okay,
yeah.
then you're showing up and you're asking, "Hey, do you have this?" I don't have my
Yeah,
cards. Let's roll me D100.
All right.
Oh, what was it called? Bloodwell vial or something?
Yeah,
Here's a link.
it's kind of like Wand of the War Mage or one of those like spellcaster specific items that you get 1 + 1 + 2 or +3. 52.
Unfortunately, I do not have one of those.
These are tricky
I-
to make. They have to be primed in a certain way.
I do have. I do have a variety of potions though. Potion of animal friendship, fire breath, climbing, love, ever smoking bottle.
No,
Oh, out of character. This was the
Everybody-
creepy guy, wasn't it?
We already have one ever
Speed.
This
smoking.
was the creepy guy.
Speed, invisibility.
Okay, skip.
And we leave.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe
But
the
wait.
unicorn's charm.
I have I have a decanter of youth. You'll be forever young.
I don't
Yeah,
trust that. I,
Maybe unicorn's charm has it.
It just turns water into blood. It's all.
Maybe
I
hidden
don't want
treasures.
to. I can do that myself.
Oz, my character can cast alarm. I know you're looking for a scroll of it that you put there, but
Yeah, this is just a list of these things would be cool to have, and if I cast it, it's free. And you
Yeah,
have very
I-
limited slots.
Maybe
had
she
this
never
entire
cast
time, and I
alarm.
never have used it. I don't ever use it.
Yeah, I know. This is
Okay.
me trying to be a bit of a wizard.
So I want to check hidden treasures store
I have
next.
find familiar. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Oh, okay. That
The-
place.
I have some business at Hidden Treasures as well.
Then we
There's
all
one
go.
item. There's one item that I'd like to get there for sure. Which
An
is
item
the
that you've-
bountiful sapling staff.
Hidden treasures.
Sapling staff. Was that the hidden treasures?
Tom. Oh no.
I
Hang
didn't
on.
find it.
Yeah, summon a dog named Tom. I got find familiar right now.
Yeah, they have their immovable rod there at hidden treasures.
We're not
Somebody
doing
Yeah,
have it.
bags of tricks and flutes and shit. Yeah, the bountiful sapling.
Yep. So I
Can't summon a
do
dog.
Still
wanna
has
pick
it.
that up. Yep, I want to pick that up.
Nope, it is not super expensive. Quick rants.
That doesn't need a tuning, does it? Because that doesn't seem like an attunement item.
It's not. It's common, actually.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's going to be inexpensive as soon as I find. There it is. Items, loot, magic item cost. Common permanent. It's gonna be 100 gold.
All right.
All right, 100 gold. Hey, have you heard of an item for sorcerers? It's a vial that that a sorcerer could put their own blood in because that's where they get their power, and it amplifies and assists them with their own power. I think it's called a blood well vial.
Oh no! The only thing I had even close to a vial was that alchemy jug you bought from me earlier today.
Okay.
Sorry, I do have a lot of random items though, like this. I mean, I think you guys were here earlier. I told you about this bone bag of tricks. These I mean, we deal in a lot of instruments here. The pipes of the sewers, Faklukan Bondore instrument bards. A lot of bardic instruments here.
Not a bard, no.
Bag of holding, if anybody is interested. It's a very, very helpful item.
Yeah, it is, and I already got one though. But
I could use one of those at this point.
Oh well, sir, this item only costs 500 gold.
That's and I'm still holding the money for the other thing. I
Do you need
No,
a
I-
saddle
I-
or a rope? I mean, rope of
I take
climbing
it.
is. If you're adventuring, you guys are like spelunking down in some caves. That's a very handy.
Well, while we're here, this is the knick-knack shop, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hidden
Um,
treasures.
So I have some things that may interest you. I've got these two copper hourglasses with black sand in them.
Oh, interesting. I'll give you a gold apiece for them.
I'll give you one and I'll keep the other in case I ever need to know what time it is.
Wonderful. It doesn't tell the time so much as it tells how long a certain amount of time has passed, but
Yeah,
I'm sure you know that.
I understand. I also have the Saki set. It has been valued at about 250 gold.
Ooh,
It's-
well, I'll buy it off you for 100.
All right, sounds good.
Fantastic. This is very fine.
And I
It's
have.
it's a particular taste that certain people will be interested in. So thank you.
Yeah, I've also got these goblets, but I'm gonna keep these because these are more my speed. And then I've got these carved skulls that are covered in runes.
Do the runes do anything?
That's a good
Is
question.
it magical?
I don't know.
Kirk, don't
Oh
do
well,
it.
well,
I'm not
skulls
there.
sell.
Don't do it.
Hold on.
I'll buy them
on.
off you for a gold apiece.
I think they're worth more than
Skulls sell.
that. Let's
Skulls.
Chance what?
You can move a skull.
I'm not there. I'm
Yeah.
at the party. Partying
okay.
on.
You'd be interested.
Out of
People use
character,
them for
don't
the
do it.
People use them for the strangest things. Put
Go
the
to a
keys
magician.
in when they get home or
I think-
whatever. It's
I've got a little voice in the back of my head saying, "Hold on to these." I thought they were covered in jewels for some reason. I read the text wrong. Okay, well, I
strange
appreciate
thing.
your business.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Do
If you
you have anybody who's interested in I don't know, teeth?
what kind of teeth?
Let's see here. What kind of
Let's
teeth
see.
indeed?
You have enough to make a full set of dentures?
Is it an exotic creature? Do you have like the entire lower jaw of a beholder or something? I mean, what do you got?
I've got 5 bugbear teeth here.
That's wouldn't
a
be
giant-
worth the copper.
A fang of a giant bat. That could be used to make some kind of interesting pendant. Someone might be looking for that.
It's interesting. I mean, if that still has like a poisonous vein that runs down into it, you might sell that over at the apothecary.
Fire giant teeth, maybe?
Interesting. Let me see.
Here. I've got 4
How
of
many
these.
got?
4?
Huh. Not like in a jaw or anything.
No.
Not taxidermied or whatever. Yeah, if you have like a whole skull of a fire giant, I would be very interested. But just a few teeth, it's really hard to tell. I'll give you like a silver apiece.
You know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna get them out of my inventory.
Sure, yeah. 1 silver per tooth.
What else do I have? I've got a
Got any like
Glickbeak here.
taxidermied? Why is a satyr the first thing that comes to my mind? Basilisks or anything?
I know somebody who does, but not here. All right. Well, again, thank
Wait.
you.
Halson didn't come on this trip?
No.
Oh shit! I thought everybody
we're-
was together.
No,
I think-
I'm
I
at
think we were
the
staying at
partying
the-
on.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You guys have a good ass time over there. Somebody, a bard. You're not sure if he was invited or not. Busts out a lute and really starts nailing it home. Starts getting people dancing, and like the party starts going.
He just wanders in.
Yeah, and he thinks he can make a few gold maybe, but he's really just like motivated people, and they're really like into it, like jumping up and down. He's teaching them a song that he's like, here's the lyric, let's go. It's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Totes, chances all about it. Let's go, everybody.
Even Phalon's dancing.
Well, my my
He's doing that
business
two-step.
here is concluded.
I wanted to check one other store that might have this Bloodwell vial. I don't think it. My hopes are low. I was gonna check Unicorn's Charm next, and then that'll be the last one I look at.
Did you guys ever make it to the like proper wizards papers?
No, it's where I want to go.
Okay.
But we can go there. we also didn't go to Creased Lightning Clothing, or
That's
the
right.
Tattoo Parlor, or the Magical Pet Place.
I don't
Can
care about any
skip
of those 3 places.
I
Like
kind of want to check out Crease Lighting, but I'm
Like
at
we-
the party.
You guys
Yeah.
bought the Eyes of the Eagle. Add that to
Zella
your-
and Patry's Quill Magic and Scrolls.
I have
Yeah.
that I have bought on this excursion over the last 12 hours in game an alchemy jug, an Eyes of the Eagle, and a gray bag of tricks, all out of my own money
Hmm.
and not anything in the budget.
I bought my arrow, which took all my gold, so.
Okay, yeah. You head to the Unicorn's Horn. Daggers, cloaks. So this is your high-end magic shop.
Yeah.
Those mind mugger mitts.
Yeah, Mind Mucker mitts. I think there are Mind Flayer gloves as well. There's Approach of Shielding.
Basically, the mind mugger mitts are made from the skin of mind flayers.
Wand of Summoning Spiders, if you want to be creepy.
Inuan Stone of Protection, Ring of Animal Influence, Dagger of Venom, Cloak of Displacement, Wand of Metal and Mineral Detection, Archivist Spectacles, Mind Mugger Mitts,
And
a Wizard Spell Book. There's Herbalist Bundle is over the other place. The Ghost Catcher, a Ring of Memories, the Essence of Toad.
Ring of Memories.
Yeah, the Ring of Memories can record a memory of up to 1 hour long, cannot be viewed by anyone who isn't attuned to the ring. Once a day, the wearer can enter a trance-like state to witness the memory as an outside observer. During this time, they are unable to physically interact, converse with, or alter the memory. Details within the memory fade when the wearer strays too far from the memory's original host and environment, etc., etc. During the
No.
trance, wearer is
No.
totally unaware of the real world. It goes on. It is
Yeah.
a powerful magical ring.
I can't think of what to use it for, but yeah, I'm looking for a particular thing, and I asked this one too.
What are you looking for?
What
Oh.
the Bloodwell vial?
Alright,
Yeah.
my turn to roll the D100.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not. We're
Have you
looking
heard
for.
have you heard of such a thing?
I have. I know you notice that it's just Abbot's boss is the only person left here at the shop. I have indeed, but I don't have much else in the way of potions or vials except for this essence of toad.
It's not really a potion. It's a spell casting focused for sorcerers.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of items that I do have that might be similar, and unfortunately, that's all I have. That's all I have. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I think I've checked everywhere that I think I can find it, but oh
Yeah.
well.
It's unfortunate but true. All right, so you guys go on to the bookstore, the Wizard's bookstore. What did I name the Wizard's bookstore? I forgot already.
I have it written down as Zella and Patre's Quill. Zella and Patre's Quill Magic and Scrolls or something like that.
But everyone calls it the Wizard Bookstore because of the explosions that happen sometimes.
Because
on
of the
new shipment
name.
Stays.
Because of the name, it's a bit much. But yeah, so you guys head in the shop. It is a guests only bookstore. You need a what is essentially a particular library card to go in and browse, but there is a counter at the front. If you're asking for things, they will go look for stuff that they may or may not have for you. You notice a variety of things around the shop that seem like they might be dangerous. Are those stone statues in the corner, or are those gargoyles? Like, seems well guarded, but they welcome you. What are you looking for? How can we help? Haven't seen you around here before.
who came here to buy stuff.
Like in
well,
my studies at the temple, I was trained by one of my mentors in the use of this. I was told that one day, in my own power, I could add to it in certain ways. Pull out the ritual book and be like, my mentor mentioned these as particular ways I could add to it. Pass over like the small sheet with with the notes that I've given you like 3 times, and it's now in the chat again.
Yep.
I
All right. Yeah, I can
This-
see what you're looking for here. Let me see what we might have in stock. There was an adventuring party who felled a wizard and brought in one of their books, so we could see what they might have had in there. Might be able to transcribe for you into your own spell book this evening. Give me just a moment.
having this message is brought to you by Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which has actual wizard spellbook items you can throw in at various levels of the campaign if you're having trouble finding these things and your wizard is getting annoyed. They also do really creepy stuff. I'm serious.
Right. Okay.
It's no BVD, but it definitely would do the job. There's one that's just spells about burning things.
Oh, really?
You, sir,
Oh,
you,
nice.
sir, are in luck. We have 3 of the spells that you are looking for. We have both Detect Magic and Identify written in this wizard's spell book. I will say that these spells happen to be in Elvish. Do you speak that language by chance? Can you read and write Elvish?
I can read it, I can write it, I can't claim to be fully fluent in speaking it.
Well, that's fantastic. Then these 2 spells might be just for you. Let's see. First level magic spells. Here's my quick reference. Magic items. We just found you. Damn it. Oh, there it is. Shit. I had a scrolls. Can you copy spells into your own spell book? Do you have that ability?
I have that ability with these spells.
Okay, then these would be. We have them as scrolls for identify and detect magic. For 350 gold each. We also have this tiny hut spell you're looking for. For 1,000 gold. The identify and detect magic spells are written in Elvish. The tiny hut spell is written in Draconic. If you need a translation, we can provide you that service for a mere 100 gold. But it seems to be your lucky day.
I can
This
take care of it myself.
this
I,
caster was felled just outside Baldur's Gate, it seems, somewhere in a town located around the swamps. Seemed he was trying to start his own town at the cost of the townspeople there, who still lived there. Tragic story.
Let me check my notes because there's this, that. Okay, I've done the math, and I can, in good faith, get the 2 in Elvish without cutting into the armor fund, but I can't get the big one. And I also don't read Draconic intuitively, so
We can't leave Tyre hanging though. We gotta get him something. We gotta get him paid.
I
Does Ix not know Draconic?
I do. Yeah.
I
It's no
also
Draconic.
know Draconic.
which is the
But-
second thing I
Fair
have wanted to
point.
get these for a
Tyre
very long
doesn't
time.
have. Okay, you get those 2 things, but we also didn't figure out what we're getting for Tyre.
Wait, so
Well, I
so
think
Godwall,
I think
so
Tyre
Give him a
Godwall's
deserves
ribbon
money.
for his snake, and he would be happy. I think.
Godwall's buying
gotta share.
Detect Magic and Identify.
I'm gonna commit to that. Yes.
Okay. So those were each
I feel
You
like
said-
10.
350.
350. Yep, single use, uncommon, major. Yep.
I'm not there. I can't say anything. Dang it.
Add a character, that's from the party budget though, right?
These can come out of my own funds,
Okay.
which leaves me with mostly just the party stuff. Like, this
Add
is
a
my
character,
remaining
how
group card.
much is in the party budget still? Because that Chris brought up a good point of we didn't do anything for Tyre.
I think
We
Tyre
will
just
find.
wants money.
We will find a cool thing for Tyre. We can give him some money and a ribbon for his snake, and he will probably be satisfied.
Who's curious about this right now? Chance, Jarek, and Godwall. Roll me insight checks.
Oh, okay.
As the 3 of you independently are thinking about Tyre and his
22.
14.
Godwald, you remember that later this afternoon, after you guys sold off all the parts of the dragon, and there was still basically like dragon flesh, random bones, chunks of things with a tail with scales on it, the broken skull, that Tyre went off with the cart with that stuff. It's like, all right, I'll see you guys later. And you have been suspicious enough about Zentrum at this point to think he might be going off to sell those things to make himself some money because no one has mentioned paying him yet.
He's probably fine.
He might be. Jerk,
I'm
you
cool
are
with that.
definitely thinking that Tyre has not got his cut yet, and you're going to need him to get something for his cut. Chance, not sure. You're halfway between,
I'll
yes,
ask
he's
him at
fine,
the party.
and
like,
no, I'm not, and maybe I'll see him somewhere.
I mean,
yeah,
he's
oh,
at
yeah,
the
that's
party.
right.
I'll ask him at the party. So
He's hard to find. He disappears in the crowd a bit. You just have this gut feeling. You're like, maybe he's okay. He's not asking me for the money, but
then it'll be fine. I'm not
maybe
gonna
he
actively
wants
look
it.
to
I'm
pay
not
him.
sure.
I'm not gonna actively look to pay him if he doesn't come up to me. So if he's avoiding me, I'm good.
He's just tough to find. Unless you want to roll me a perception check and tell me you see Tyre at the party.
If I see Tyre,
I love
I
that
may
you-
or may not approach him.
I was like, points across the city map as people are like, what about Tyre?
25.
You find him. Like, you
And
find
I
him.
walk over to hang out with everybody else. If he sees me, he can join me.
Hey, Dance! Come over
Hey!
and meet my new friends around here at the temple. Is Craig, Cindy, Julie.
Sure.
Beth. You know, most of them seem to be ladies.
What's up, my ladies? Having a good evening?
We're all having a good time, right, ladies? Yeah. How you doing, Chance?
I'm having a grand old time, Tyre. Got this
Oh.
done, got that done. I got my friend Jerk taken care of. Now he, like, listen to this. Like, we all went over to the Lord's Alliance and he got, like, a lot higher level than us. Like, talk about luck.
Oh yeah, he's a silver-tongued devil, isn't he?
He's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like that. I like that jerk.
Yeah,
my favorite jerk.
how'd the rest of the dragon body go for you, man?
Oh, it went pretty smooth. I sold a bunch of dragon meat to some high-end restaurants over here in the Temple District. I was just actually finishing up rounds with the cart, and I managed to find this one collector who was like would do anything for a dragon's head. Didn't matter if it was damaged or not. And I totally made my money, and it's pieces. But I'm all gone. Cart's empty.
You fucking set now, right?
I mean, I still want my cut. And Yos's face goes from being like, serious. Yeah, but yeah, I'm doing all right. But yeah, I still want my cut.
Oh yeah, totes get it. Like, I totes get it. Like, I don't know what's most going on as soon as I find the rest of these people, because, like, I know they're around here somewhere. I'm gonna find them.
Yeah.
I saw you across the room with all these very nice young ladies.
Yeah, it's because they're friendly. We're all friendly, right, ladies? Yeah, we're friendly. Yeah, we're friendly. Yeah, but I'll catch you guys at the what was it, the rumored hearth in the morning. Yeah, we'll talk about we'll talk business then. This is a party. Have a good time. Have a good time. Everyone's like, yeah, good time.
Party on, Tyre.
Yep, it goes on. So you guys are over at that extendedly long name that I'm not going to remember, the paper mage stuff. But yeah, so anything else you're looking for or doing with your time?
I'm satisfied. I'm ready to go back.
Okay. Going else? You want to go check out the barber shop? I mean, wherever you're going.
I'm growing the whiskers to match Chance. So
You don't have the
I don't
whiskers
need a
match
barber.
Chance?
You're
your hair is
matching
way-
my armor. Yeah, like, you're gonna be like twinsies if you keep this up.
Anybody wants to go to Crease Lightning? Nobody?
Sure. I don't know
Alright,
what I'll
yeah.
find there, but yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
you're a caster. You don't have that kind of cool armor stuff, do you?
no,
You just have scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, which help.
Right. You head over to Crease Lightning, and they're, in addition to being a seamstress, high-end threads, high fashion, and barbershop. It is also a barbershop. You can get a haircut if anybody is there and has hair. I don't think civics counts.
No.
But you do definitely find several robes and other goods there. Fine robes. Clothing of the nobles is here.
Okay.
Things that basically, if you wear, it's the sort of thing that indicates your wealth and or position amongst the common people when you walk amongst them. It's fancy ass clothing. That's what it really boils down to. And you think that if you were wearing such fanciful clothing, that you could foresee conversations maybe going well for you, especially amongst the wealthy.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody comes over and asks would you like to be sized for a doublet, sir, or perhaps a pair of slacks, a fine robe, or
Just
are you looking for the more magical variety of things?
yeah, the more magical stuff. Yeah, I'm looking for something like that.
Well, that's fantastic. Could I? I mean, are you interested
Never
in
mind, I'm
such
leaving.
such wealth as the slippers of mirror melding, or we recently purchased this autumnal cloak, or this robe of the waterfall.
What do they do?
I mean, they're just a variety of things. The slippers of mirror melding. Mirror meld, as an action, you can step through reflective surfaces into an extra dimensional space. Surfaces must be big enough to climb through, such as a pool of water, polished metal shield, or large glass window. This ability functions like the spell Rope Trick, except you are visible to all inside the reflection while melded. You have advantage on stealth checks while wearing these slippers. As a bonus action, you can emerge from another reflective surface you see within 30 feet. This ability lasts up to 3 hours while melded. Minor damage or disruption to the reflective surface does not harm you. However, if it is broken, transmutated, or destroyed, the effect ends. When this happens, you are expelled, falling prone in the space you entered, and suffer bludgeoning damage.
Those are
What's
dope.
that?
That's really cool if we fight in a cathedral.
Or if
Or
I have
if,
my
uh,
own mirror that I could fit in because I'm tiny.
Or just near any sort of pool of water, or
Yeah,
We
reflective
set up
glass.
2 mirrors at the end of combat. If we carry them around in bags of
Yeah.
holding and they don't get broken while they're in there. And they don't get
Oh,
broken
yeah.
during combat.
These slippers are a mere 25,000 gold.
Oh, yeah, they would be, wouldn't they?
They do a lot of shit. I mean, advantage on stealth checks alone is high.
Yeah.
Is that just a
But
separate
then
line in
all
the text?
the other... It is. It's just its
Advantage
own
on-
separate line. Advantage on
all
stealth
hide
checks.
and all move silently.
Yeah. That's pretty nuts.
amazing.
So that's like
Yep.
that's like even more than the boots of Elvenkind.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
How about this
What else?
robe
They
of the
have-
waterfall? What does that do?
Oh, the robe of the waterfall. Grants advantage to athletic checks when swimming or climbing wet surfaces. Also, you have a feather fall when descending running water or falling onto water, as well as once per day you could cast Wall of Water. This costs a mere 3,500 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Robes are expensive.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to really afford anything of.
There
Much
is
worth
there is also just fine noble clothes. For 500 gold, that give you, let's see, it should be advantage on persuasion checks with nobility, or no, actually just advantage on persuasion checks. 500 gold.
Just like any persuasion checks.
Any persuasion checks, 500 gold.
They probably need to see that you're wearing the clothes.
Yeah.
Get some
No.
shorts, bro.
And that's
So it
kind of,
doesn't-
and that is more like just items in the various robes in different cuts, different things. It's a sports jacket with a high shoulder that cuts into a V. It's a cloak that looks like, Cade 6 from Destiny 2. It's a variety of things that all have that same effect.
I'm pretty damn good at persuasion, but having advantage on it would be even doubly amazing. I don't know the next time I'll be able to spend gold. So I might as well spend it, I suppose.
Yeah, it's up to you.
And I don't think I'm going to be finding this Bloodwell vial anytime soon.
You have 500 gold.
Seems unfortunate that it was.
Yeah, it's like specifically for sorcerers. Yeah, I have enough gold for this.
Ooh, all right.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should just hold on to it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think you should follow your heart, sir. And my heart tells me that You're not nobility.
Not really. I was hoping for something to augment my sorcerer's abilities. Can't find it anywhere in town. Oh well.
Oh shit. One last thing. Xvix, while you were in the Temple of Bahamut earlier, I forgot to give you this. The one of the scale bearer Chad sees you and realizes that the dangerous mission that you're going on, and he gives you a parapet of health.
Oh, that's really nice.
It is. You're immune to
Okay.
contracting. You're immune to contracting any disease while you wear the pendant. If you're already infected with the disease, it's suppressed while you wear the pendant.
Okay.
I meant to tell you that. That was in the whole series of confusing egg whatever.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Well, I leave this place. I'm not nobility, and this guy's. I don't know if I like this guy.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, you too. Whatever. I
I hope that we see you again. No, I don't.
I mean, those slippers are pretty awesome. I don't know if I'm ever gonna afford them. Anyway,
Yeah, they're badass.
yeah. So yeah, I just make my way back to my friends. I'm done with the shopping.
Cool. All right. You guys are back to Dragon Temple. It's been an hour or so since you've achieved the effects of the Hero's Feast, but
I let my friends know.
Party's dying down.
I let my friends know the additional items that I found in case they were ever interested in it. So
You
just
all
keep
know
them on
about
the loop.
all the extra stuff we've heard. I think the one place you guys didn't really sit and listen to all the stuff they had was at the leather workers shop, if I remember correctly.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we were pretty in and out for there. So yeah.
Let me just.
But it's fine. I mean, we're
Yeah, no, it was the enchanting shop where Jerks was. You guys went back there. They just have a ton
out of
of stuff.
character, Tyre. If everybody comes back, I guess in character, and I find everybody up like, dude, guys, Tyre still wants his cut. Do you guys remember what it was? Because I thought it was just a magical item.
I mean, how much do you make off the dragon meat?
I don't know. I didn't ask, but I'm pretty sure we agreed he just gets a magical item and got one.
He got that axe before. That was the magical item, right?
All right. For the sake of time, if you guys talk to Tyre, he will ask for a cut from everything you've earned. He knows that you sold a black dragon egg for 10,000 gold. They're roughly the cost of a lot of the things that he would like a seventh of, I believe, which he estimates to essentially be at another 1,000 gold. And then, yeah. So, like, basically, he wants 1,000 gold out of you guys for the sake of cutting this time down. 'Cause it's already 11:10 p.m.
1,000 gold.
Was I using some of my gold to purchase something?
I think you used all your gold to purchase that scale armor.
Was I using my gold?
650 gold you spent.
I
Yes,
used
yeah,
my
more.
gold to get my arrow.
I have
so
more
There was
because
party budget.
I sold a bunch of shit, including a bunch of
Oh,
gems.
yeah.
So now I
We
have
all
like
sold a bunch of stuff after that. So yes, the gold you have now is probably the gold that you have.
okay.
The gold that I
so-
have now, is that going towards anything?
I need some of that.
How much do you need?
Let me check my one notes page that I have here.
Well, I can give him the 1,000 gold because you guys pretty much
You-
paid for this armor.
Okay.
He's like, it's like roughly 200 gold from each of you. It's not much.
Right, but you guys basically paid for my armor.
Okay.
So I can just give him I will wander over drunkenly with my tire wolf and be like, I got you. I got it. I got everybody.
In a weird sort of not drunken like haze, we're kind of immune to it, but also
Yeah.
still enjoying the party.
I'm just having a good time.
Yeah. Hire tells you, it's like, yeah, I just want my cut. I'm thinking about it. I think you know, 1,500 gold makes it fair. You guys got 10,000 off that black dragon egg and all the stuff you've sold off the dragon's corpse.
1,000.
You
But,
said 1,000. And also,
if
didn't
it's
we?
1,500 divided by the 5 of you, that's only 300 gold apiece.
I
Are you going to continue adventuring with us, Tyre?
I'm
Didn't we
thinking about
also
retiring
Give you
because
something?
of the level of danger to my person that I have experienced, which is what I am hoping to compensate for the threats to my life that I participated in, such as being turned into a giant ape creature to attack a dragon, or being kidnapped by cultists while you guys were wandering around underneath their camp in
Well,
the cavern. You know,
here-
stuff like that. I feel like it's fair. You know, it's just my portion.
Here's the thing, though. That extra 300 gold for us could save our lives, because right now we're gearing up to go continue our fight to keep everybody, including yourself, safe. So that-
Yeah,
I-
but what I'm talking about in the past. This is not about the future. This is about what we've already done.
if these guys get past us, you're not going to have a future, brother.
I'm sure the city will protect all the Denzians here.
I don't remember if we gave him something.
Yeah, he got an axe.
Out of character, he got an axe.
Yeah,
So-
well, you all got magic items as well from that dragon's horde, right?
I
there
did
just
not.
happened to be.
Out of character.
Oh.
Chance did not. In character, I guess. Chance.
Wait,
would
yes,
be
you
like,
did.
Ah, Where did I get-
Out of character, yes, Chance did get something from the dragon's horde. Everybody got something from the dragon's horde. That fine elven bow that you have, that's from the
oh
dragon's horde.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Everybody did. Everybody got an item. But there's all this money that's been going on since. And Tyre just wants his cut.
Right. So I just gave him 1,000.
Why did it go from 1,000 to 1,500 though?
Yeah.
because he's messing with us because we're drunk.
I'm just doing the math.
Tyre.
I'm just doing the math. You guys got 10,000 out of that black dragon's egg.
You
and
said 1,000 first, and I gave you 1,000, and then as soon as I handed it to you, you said 1,500.
I'm bad. I was bad at my math, but you can see
That's-
my math now. When I'm
I'd like
telling
to
you.
throw
I mean,
in-
Fair,
Yeah,
big,
but
to
if it's-
Tyre.
detect lies.
But
if I'm looking at actually if I'm gonna do this right and I start thinking about it, if it's 10,000 for the black dragon's egg, and you guys have made easily another 10,000 out of the dragon's corpse and all the pieces that you bought. Let me just add that up in my internal calculus and then divide that by 7, then really that's like 2,857 gold that I think should be coming my way. So I think 1,500's fair.
well, listen, man. Like you said, a price. I paid that price. Contract complete. You can't just change it after I've paid you already.
So
I
here's
don't-
your 1,000 gold back, and I would like what I now understand now that I've done the correct math, but I've stopped me to think about it. How about 2,000 gold total, which from the 5 of you would be 400 gold apiece. But you know what? We can dial it back. That'd be fair. 1,500, and just to make it even 300 from each of you. I think it'd be fair for risking my life and helping you slay a dragon.
God,
And
well,
also
do
transporting
insight
you
check.
and also insight check, but
Inside check Tyre.
to see if he is lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Godwald, how much do you need from me?
20.
From the
Yeah, he was dumb at first and asked for too little, and then he stopped and thought about it and ran his numbers in his head, and he realized his cut should actually be much greater. And the 2,800, you understand, is actually a fair 1/7 of what you guys have brought in, versus what he's now being like. But let's just dial it back to 1,500.
yeah, we can afford to pay him.
All right, I'm gonna give him another
What he's
500
asking.
then. That's fine.
All right, that's fine. I was
Like-
just
Tell him that we're doing this. I'm giving you everything you're asking for, just because we like you, we care about you, and I would like to continue having a good working relationship with you as well.
That's fantastic.
It's
All
been
right.
it's been fun, brother.
Considering everything that I just learned about and what we just did, I appreciate you for the 1,000 Talcet and for the 500 Jerk. You guys are wonderful. I also made about 1,500 gold selling the last bits of the dragon meat and everything else. So if I subtract the 1,500 from the 2,000, that's about 1,300. That would be equal. So I would like to, in exchange, return to you 200 gold to split amongst the 7 of you. So
No, go ahead and keep it.
he gives you each, and he's like, and I'm gonna round it up, and he gives you each 30 gold.
Fine. I just as long as he leaves, I'm not allowed to cause a scene at my own party.
Sure. Okay.
Mhm.
Like, Tyre, my dude. Thanks for that 30 GB, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm not allowed
Like,
to cause a scene.
as
at my own
long as you're being fair with me, I'm gonna be fair with you, and that's always how it's gonna be. I'm
Alright.
always gonna make a deal that is fair for all parties involved. And
Oh.
I think my math, though a little slow at first, has shared that this was a fair deal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you disagree, I will talk about this with you all night long. We
No,
can
no, no,
discuss,
no.
We can discuss this forever.
Let's get
Tyre,
back.
babe.
Let's get
When
back
did
to
you
the.
get Southern?
I don't know why. It just suddenly happened.
Right.
I'm more southern than ever before because it's the easiest voice for me to slide into.
Were you talking to some nice female companions or male companions or other companions over there that were a
Please.
little Southern?
These ladies might have had an accent.
Are you?
Are you
They
a
seem.
Southern lawyer?
Today I am, sir. It's got a little bit of what's his name, Aldar Robbins in him today. But yeah,
oh yeah.
Tyre's. He went back and forth. He realized his numbers were low. When you thought about it, you understood that actually they were. He asked for less than was his share. When you gave it to him, he shared that he sold other things and gave you back
Mhm.
the rest of his portion. He ensured that he got his cut, no matter
And
what.
He.
Yeah. No, I
I consider
figured.
this we're paying him for basically doing all of the getting the prices and whatever, and I'm fine with that, and it ends there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's paid. It's done.
Yeah.
He probably saved us at
And
least
it's
this much money on on everything we. So
Oh yeah, totally. Tyre, my dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Hey,
to wait for.
you
him to be
retiring,
somewhere
right?
Else.
I think
You
I
get it?
will. I think I
Yeah.
will. I mean, until the next adventure comes along.
You staying in Neverwinter, bro.
For a while, seems like a good place to be.
I may hit you up again if you feel like hanging out. Like,
I appreciate that. Also, I do have to tell you something, Chance. And you might think this is serious because my face got a little more serious, but it's not. Laugri wanted you to to have this, and he takes Snaky off, and then Snaky kind of like flickers around his end, and then
Oh,
flickers
dang.
and swims over around your neck. Message from Laugri is to quote, and I'm not gonna do the fist part. Stay in touch.
oh my gatos, are you giving me Snaky?
Well, actually, that's a different flying snake, and Snaky slithers out of his shirt and like pops its head up and his
like,
tongue.
Okay,
Like,
cool,
that's-
but I didn't
that's
want to
heavy.
take your Snake.
That's
heavy.
heavy.
Heavy! Oh, welcome to the family! I'm like cuddling kind of heavy on my neck. It's really stupid looking. Because,
It's
like-
cute. All folded up wing, so it slithers around and then flitters up and then flies back to you. It's like, Heavy knows how to get back to Neverwinter to get us messages. So if you ever need to contact us, also they'll probably remember wherever they were. So if you like tell them, hey, remember this town or this place, he'll have a good chance about getting back to that place or that town that you've been. So
Oh, Monsieur Heavy. Monsieur Heavy.
what do you want
Monsieur?
the snake to be, female or male?
No preference.
Then below
Snake.
a 50, it's male. It's male.
Okay.
Monsieur. Monsieur.
Monsieur Heavy is gonna be the smartest snaky flying thing we will ever see, Monsieur Tire. Because he gets to go on adventures with me. Yay!
He gets to go on adventures with you, but also, you know, Lauger. Don't disappoint him.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah. I believe that the stay in touch was, I think I was meant to maybe like give you a quick jab or something, but that's not my style.
I shall write a letter tonight.
Good on you. But who's ready to drink and have a party? And
Hell yeah.
gets into it and starts dancing. There's bards playing. Now, a couple other bards have like realized that this is where a big party's happening in town and have joined up. There's a collection of drums, lutes, flutes, viola. Like it's going down. This party is
Jerk's gonna
Oh, sorry.
go up and play his tiny violin with them.
Oh, give me a performance check.
We don't know what that sounds like.
It sounds pretty damn good. Jerk has been practicing the tiny violin in secrets when you guys are sleeping, and he has like an extra few minutes to like wake up and practice this tiny ass violin. It like fits in between his chin and with like a little what is the bow? And he joins in, and it makes the tiniest accentuating sound that seems to fit right into all the noises with the rest of the bards. I mean, God, I wish I'm gonna go to the songs. I'll start looking for a party. There's got to be like
I think
crowd.
Wait, what does Jerk play?
Tiny violin.
He owns a tiny violin. I think someone threw it up, maybe, or
Yes.
magically came from somewhere. Like tiny violin, I don't remember what it was.
So
it is of
I
the-
always go
the
Irish
finest-
music for party
It is of the
music, so-
finest quality, but sized for someone smaller than a halfling.
So Ixavix
Yeah.
would probably play it very well.
I mean, he might if he can roll high performance like that.
Tiny
What do you-
violin.
What do you want me to try it?
Yeah. The party rages on for a while. Mama Piterbottom comes along to Godwald eventually and is like, honey, I'm really tired. Like, do you have like a bunk here or somewhere to sleep? A room that I could just go to bed in? And yes, you do.
Who is she talking
Oh,
to?
no, you don't?
Huh?
Who is she
I'm
talking
looking
to?
at Godwald's face.
Okay.
Sorry, I had another call.
Oh, yeah, but Mama Piterbottom's looking to crash in your bunk or whatever. Your room or whatnot.
We have like an entire presidential suite.
I hope the
Like,
pillow
there's-
fort's still there.
So there's use Harper connections and money to get room at Room and Hearth. We probably have some guest quarters here at the temple. What do I do here?
I'm cuddly.
Chance is cuddling on people.
I'm not suggesting that. I think
Pretty chill. I'm not.
this is still my party, so I guess they came here on my behalf. We can find them lodging, and we know a place that already is okay with weird people showing up at random times.
Yeah, you could find them lodging in the Protective Enclave. You could take him to your room. You could give him what is essentially your bunk at the temple. I would
Like,
say, as a priest now, you would
Yeah,
actually
can I
probably have your own
requisition,
room.
like some sort of guest quarters here?
Yeah, you'd probably actually have your own room at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can.
Then I would try and do that because
Yeah,
they are here, and that's the simplest plan.
yeah. You take him to your newly acquired room. You've never actually gotten the chance to sleep before, but it's actually pretty nice. In accordance with the wealth that the worshippers of Bahamut have. It's a fine room, and they get to go there, and Sister Gariel and your Mama Pirate Bottom get to go to bed, take a crash. Sildar eventually, after enjoying the food and festivities, heads to the Hall of Justice to find himself a standard bunk before he wakes up and comes back to the temple in the morning to ride his griffin along with the rest of the caravan along the Tribor Trail. Tyre totally digs and thanks you guys so much for the adventure, for the friendship, for having a good time with him, for keeping him alive. If you ever need anything from him, he'll be here in Neverwinter, and he tells he's got some plans about what he's gonna retire and settle down doing. And it sounds less like settling down and more like he's got another scheme under his
Like,
belt.
on the one hand, he's got enough money to go to any village, probably, and, like, set himself up with a nice small house and a small business and just be set for life. On the other hand, he has enough money to live in the city for about 3 years trying to find another big gig.
Yeah.
That's what
Seems-
he's gonna do.
The second one seems like more like it is gonna do. Radoff, very early on after the gathering is like, this isn't my thing, this is a lot of people, I'm not sure, like, I was enjoying, like, swimming in the lake, but I enjoyed that. I think I'm gonna head back out towards the river, and I'm probably gonna do it tonight. I'm not gonna wait. So, Taliesin, he catches you before he leaves the festivities at the Dragon's Temple to say thank you for what you've done, and if you ever need to find me, I will be in the Neverwinter Wood. Just you know how to reach out to the Father Tree, and that means you know how to find me.
Thank you so much for everything you've taught me and for helping us with clearing the corruption and reuniting me with my friend here, Phelan.
Yeah, and he says hopefully we'll all be reunited in the future. He sees having some of the similar, like, the visions that he's seen in the future. He doesn't think that they're going to stop anytime soon. So he will follow his third eye to the place where he might find the next position where he can defend the forest, where he might find you, and where you might all grow together.
Yes, I hope to see you again. Be safe on your travels home.
Yeah, right off then dips out.
Take care of Kamala Anderson.
Her name, wait, what was her name? Her name's Pamela.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, this general partying kind of like continues on for as long as you guys stay up partying with it or head off to bed. So
I think it's probably time for me to head off to bed.
The same.
Yeah.
well, I assume you all head back to the rumored hearth.
Yep. Big day tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, we set up.
Everybody gonna hang out my pillow fort again, or?
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
It's now
Yeah.
a pillow pile. I jumped on it. Chance jumped on it. It's a pillow pile.
as this as you guys kind of all wrap up at the evening, the patrons of the church kind of spread out and leave, things die down. You have a nice quiet walk from the Dragon's Temple to the Rumored Hearth Inn together. You're able to reminisce a little bit about all of the things that you've done together in such a short period of time. The friendships you've collected along the ways, stories about people you've met before you met each other, Novak and Azita and Herod Orochi, the Muscle Wizard, and just other friends. And so you think about the times you'll have enjoying in the future, and you find your way into comfortable beds that have all been remade. Chance, your pillow fort has been left alone, but all the other beds and pillows have been replenished. Everybody has nice, comfortable rest, and that's where we'll end the session for this evening.
Nice.
Cool.
That
Sounds
was fun.
good. That was really good.
Glad we got to party. We haven't
Alright.
partied since in Phandalin. That was the last time we had a party.
Yep.
Okay. Now that Tyre's gone,
I
I have the answer to that question.
Before you sleep,
It's like, so to resolve the armor, I need the money I have now that's left over from this process, and 2,000.
And that's just for the armor or for everything?
That the armor is the only thing we haven't finished paying for. Everything else is paid for.
We
Uh,
need
paid for-
2,000 gold.
you need to make 2,000 gold in the next week, the next 10 days.
Yeah.
Or
I can give you
Do not
2,000
sell
gold.
me.
Ugh.
If
Like-
worst comes to worst, I can give 1,000.
I can give 1,000.
I mean, I don't
Well,
think it's
that's-
gonna take us. We could probably travel to where we're going.
We're not
and
going to make
come-
it back in that time, though.
I feel like we will.
They
get
said
stuck
they
in
would
another
hold
Well,
it.
yeah,
temple.
they're holding it for us though. We don't have to have the money up
If
front.
contract.
But we
contract.
also
There's a written contract.
we also were what in Tribor like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? It takes us so long to go play. You know what
Now
I mean?
we
We
have a
don't go
wizard.
through.
that
Yeah,
was
that's
before
I
we
mean.
had a wizard.
Well, that's my point. Is it was a lot of sessions ago, but it wasn't that many days ago in game. You know,
Yeah.
we do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
you guys are about to get into the much wider world of Faerun, right? Because when you leave here and go, what's the other place? You leave here and you go to
It's like a mountain area.
Loudwater.
Yeah,
That is
to Parnas.
weeks travel from where you are,
All right.
If you teleport.
Well,
and
then
and tons of cities in between that you're just whoop
Yeah.
going
Zil-
over.
so
But
the-
also, you now can move between those cities where the teleportation circles are. So
Yeah.
you can go from Loudwater to North and Everland, down to Baldur's Gate, back up to Neverwinter, skip over to Waterdeep in the meantime.
Zil, do we each want to
Yeah.
donate 1,000 and just resolve it before we go?
No. You gotta wait till you
I
pick it up.
think we can. I think we can figure it out.
Okay.
I mean, if we go on an adventure and then make a whole bunch of money, then that's fine. But if we go on an adventure and don't make a whole lot of money, then yeah, I'll give the 1,000.
Sounds good to me too.
I'm-
All right.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. I mean, we already paid for half of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's already
Or-
commissioned and
Yeah,
everything.
6,500.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna shut down the stream.
I need
Alright.
to go to bed.
Internet.
Good night,
Bye,
internet.
stream.
Good night, internet.
I am
It was late.